Right, how are we doing, everyone? Welcome back to the World Cup. We're in the second semi-final. That means 2 games left until we're finished. So, just this, and then the winner of this will go ahead and play the winner of yesterday's game in the World Cup final. We've made it. We finally made it, guys, just in time for Clock Tower Con Sydney. I've got Jojo with me for this one. Say hello, Jojo.
Hi, everybody.
Jojo will be our Ed Gabriel for tonight, going to be helping me out while we run the Djinn's Boggin. And by helping me out, I mean completely carrying my dumbass throughout the entire experience. So, let's get straight into it. Djinn's Boggin by Philly Cheese. Nominators may choose to die after making a nomination. If they do, their nominee's ability works twice until dusk tomorrow. That's a nice, simple one. Not really much more to say about this. It's pretty simple. If they choose to sacrifice themselves, they will give the person they've nominated a double shot. Yeah, let's just get straight into it.
Let's do it. Yeah, this one's fun.
I'm gonna hit
the simpler
shuffle
the
once.
better, I say.
Yeah, I think simplicity is simplicity often works where complexity doesn't. I think. Right, what have we got? We've got a Nodashian assassin and a Scarlet Woman. We've got a Plague Doctor and a Drunk. We've got Fortune Teller, Chef, Dreamer, Librarian, Investigator, Fisherman, Raven Keeper, Slayer. That looks quite balanced to me, I think. There's some poisoning. There is chance for the evil team to get a second chance. We can suddenly add in some outsiders if the Plague Doctor dies, if we really want to, or have a witch ability. And we've got, what, a Fortune Teller, a Dreamer, and possibly a Raven Keeper that might get game-solving info?
Maybe one too many when you start knowing? I don't know.
We could swap out one of them for... Yeah, we could swap out one of them for a Mayor if you like. Which one should we take away?
Well, the Librarian that sees a Drunk is fun.
Let's take out the Chef, then.
Yeah, let's take out a Chef.
Chef for a Mayor. Beautiful. Okay, let's dish these out. Okay. I am a fan of making Nikki the Drunk, which means that Knifin is poisoned along with Iris.
Yes. We love it. Anything to extend the tentacles.
Yeah. If you're not extending the tentacles, are you even a fan of Japanese films? Who do you want? Who shall we make the Fortune Teller red herring? I mean, the classic answer is Mayor or Slayer, right? But I don't want to be a cliche.
Let's switch it up. Let's have it be the Investigator.
Okay, yeah, I like that. We hate that corner. Apparently,
the demon has a Scarlet Woman. You know.
Yeah. And our Librarian. Shall we show the Librarian the actual Drunk? Along with Iris, maybe, because Iris might get provably incorrect information.
That is both people on the sides of a Nodashi.
Which is something that we would never do, right? We would never do that, which means it can't possibly be what we're doing. I mean, we could show Raj, but I think that's particularly cruel. You're muted, Jojo.
Oopsie. I think if a Mayor gets into the final 3, we want him to be like, we can go for it, right?
Yeah, I think so. What about Aggie then?
Yeah, Aggie.
Okay. And look at that, guys. We're set up. It took us, what, 90 seconds? Absolute consummate professionals. And our bluffs, let's give them some good stuff. Let's give them Oracle, Exorcist, and Seamstress. And I think we're ready to rock and roll. Is there anything else that we need to do here? I don't think... Oh, Investigator, of course. Who's the Investigator going to see?
Are they going to see the Scarlet Woman?
I don't mind showing them Scarlet Woman. Yeah,
let's go Scarlet Woman on George, obviously. And
maybe Alex. Encourage them to start pushing on Alex.
That's what I was thinking about Alex.
Although actually no, probably not Alex, because if Alex dies and we want to have the Baron's ability come into play. Alex will be provably the Plague Doctor, in which case
true.
George will be provably the Scarlet Woman. So maybe we go with Raj, who actually...
Or Knifin, who's going to be pushing misinfo.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Although, actually, if we go
Raj is-
Knifin, they might kill him too early and we won't get to give him any miss.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the end of the world, though, is it? Yeah, okay, cool.
That's
Look
good.
at that top half of the circles in everything. All right, let's do this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just because.
Good luck, everybody. Don't eat yellow snow.
Oh, piss.
Oh, no.
Some yellow snow.
I think it was just lemon flavor. Don't worry about it. Let's give these guys their minion and demon info.
Mm-hmm. A beautiful...
All right.
Ah,
God,
I
it
think
feels
this
like
is going to
ages
be a
since
very
I've-
good evil team.
Yeah, I think so too. These guys are all very smart. I think it feels like ages since I've done a stream. I don't know. Has it been a few weeks? I think it has been a few weeks.
It's been a bit, but...
Yeah,
you
I was
know.
at UK Games Expo, then KublaCon before that. So I think it's
Do
been.
you have any
like
good
3
con
weeks.
stories?
Oh, so many good con stories, but they're all, I'm afraid, 18 plus, and this is a Christian stream.
Oh, this is a good Christian stream?
This is a good Christian stream. Right. Where to first on night 1? Librarian. Let's get Ryan in.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Can you hear us, Ryan? Is there anybody?
Ryan. Okay.
Okay, we're going to come back to Ryan. Let's get Lyra in here. Hello, Lyra.
Hello there.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Lyra. You learn that either, and I think you're going to like this, Knifin or George, so your neighbours, one of them is the Scarlet Woman.
Ooh, that's fun. I could maybe convince one of them that I'm their marionette later on down the line. All right.
Okay. Definitely cannot do that.
It would be wild if you could, because the marionette's not on the script.
Yeah, that would be impressive. Let's get Ryan in here now. Okay, Ryan, are we winning?
That was weird.
Here's a Ryan.
Okay, can you hear us all right?
Yeah, all good.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
All right, Librarian, you start knowing that either Nikki or Aggie is the drunk.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Okay.
Perfect.
Yep, perfect. All right, let's get Aggie in here.
Hey up!
Hello, Aggie. You may pick 2 people and learn if either of them is the demon.
I would like to pick Lyra and Ryan, please.
Lyra and Ryan. Okay. Any particular reason? Just their positioning in the circle?
Just the position in the circle one.
Okay. And you learn that yes, one of them is the demon.
Great, thank you.
Bye.
Great game. Wonderful.
Okay. Delightful. Malashan is pinging me, so let's get them in here.
Okay.
You okay,
Hello.
Malashan?
Yeah, my token didn't come through, so I gather I'm a demon, but I don't know which one.
Your token. Yeah, okay. You're the Nodashi.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Yes, this app is getting nearer and nearer to release, people.
We
Only a matter of
promise.
time.
We promise.
It will one day be not this janky. Dragging everything around here. A boomer trying to use this PC. Right, Nikki, this is going to be interesting. We don't want Nikki to figure out he's the drunk really early, so
No,
I have absolutely no problem whatsoever with telling him the truth if he picks a good player, at least for this first one. If he picks an evil player, I'll tell him a bluff and some evil character that they are not. So I'll wing it. Let's get him in here.
I believe in you. Nikki!
Hello.
Who would you like to dream about, Nikki?
Oh, I think I will go for bottom of the circle, Ryan.
Okay, you choose Ryan, and you learn either librarian or drunk.
That's 2 good
Those
rolls, Ben.
2 good rolls.
You learn either. You learn either librarian Or assassin. There you go, you got a freebie. You got a freebie, Nicky.
Wow.
Oh, I wonder what's happening in this game.
Not to meta or anything. But yeah, if Ryan says that he's seen a drunk, I might believe that.
Yeah. But the important information, Nicky, is what drunk do you think Ryan will have seen?
I bet he's seen me as the drunk. Funny as shit.
We'll. There's only one way to find out, Nicky, and that's playing Blood on the Clock Tower.
Oh, you know that's my first conversation. You're definitely following me into that. I know that for a fact. This is gonna be
Wonderful.
fun.
All right. Good luck.
See you.
What can I say? Burnout's a hell of a drug.
Those cons were just so intense.
Yeah, the thing about the cons as well, especially the UK Games Expo, is you run 9-player beginner trouble brewing all weekend, and I would say in about 80% of the games I made the librarian the drunk because people love it when you do that reveal. They're like, "Oh my god, I never believed that could be the case!" So I'm in like librarian or drunk mode, still embedded in my head. Oh well, it's fine. That's as far as errors go, that one's completely minuscule.
Innocuous.
Yeah, innocuous, that's the word. Right, I don't think there's anything else we have to do. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to roll.
Oh, Ryan's messaging me. Good to be pulled in. Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Here we go.
Sausage, God Save Sausage Fingers doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
Yeah, it really doesn't. I don't know how I'm going to work that into a good morning, so I'm just going to say good morning, everybody, and if anybody wants a sausage finger sandwich for breakfast, then you'll have to go speak to Alex about it. You have 5 minutes.
Open for business.
I'm not going to follow Nicky, because we already know what they're saying.
At some point, due to the nature of this script, hopefully I'll get to slay twice and it will become obvious what I am. But until then, I'm more than happy to do a roll swap.
I don't know if this is the best roll swap because I'm a fortune teller and I had a yes and I need to tell someone and not get killed.
Okay, I mean, I'm happy to put that out there. If I die in the night, then that probably means it's true, right?
Maybe. So I checked Lyra and Ryan just because where they're sitting in the circle, and I got a yes.
Cool. Okay. Love.
And there isn't a recluse here.
No, we've got for misinfo. There's Nodashi, but I'm not the Nodashi, so you don't have to worry about that. There's Vortox. I guess we need to factor in, and there's drunk.
Yes.
That's about it, really.
Yeah. Well, until someone suggests that I'm a drunk, do we have a librarian? Yes, we do. That'd be nice.
Oh, is it too late to pivot to librarian? Cool. Okay. Well, I will happily put about that. There's a yes between Lyra and Ryan, and not mention you in any context for it, and we'll see where it goes.
Sense to put me in the ping. Hey Ben, Lyra's just told me I'm in an investigative ping. Yes, I will tell you that it completely makes sense to put me in that ping. I'll give you a 2. I'm either the Hatter or the Ravenkeeper.
Hatter or Ravenkeeper. Okay. Yeah. If it becomes relevant down the line, would you be willing to narrow that down if we start to think it's an Odashi game and I can consider whether
absolutely.
or not I'm poisoned?
Yeah, like working out outside of stuff and Odashi stuff will be important. But yeah, I want to allow some ambiguity. Yeah.
Right, Hatter or Ravenkeeper. All right, cool. Thank you very much, George. I wish you the best of luck.
And to you, please.
Games at a young age.
It's still on. I still have it on a GameCube though, so it's the graphics are old and slow.
Oh
well, okay.
What are we talking about here? What GameCube game?
I was telling Alex I finally started playing Ocarina of Time 21 years after I got it.
Ah.
So
yeah,
no spoilers.
The GameCube version, then presumably.
Yeah, I got it in a.
Yes, came with a Wind Waker, didn't it? I think back in the day, it came with like a special edition of the Wind Waker.
This has a 20-minute preview of Wind Waker. It's like 20 minutes. But maybe I'll catch up one day.
Well, yeah, I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous that you get to play that game for the first time.
Yeah, I've heard it's great, so I'm excited to continue on this journey. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. I'll keep you posted, Ben, on my Ocarina of Time takeaways.
Yeah, I was saying I was a naughty boy this morning. I started playing some game last night, and then it was 4 a.m. I went, I should probably go to bed now.
If your character were a classic video game, which one would it be, Alex?
Oh, if my character was a class of video game, it wouldn't be a shooter. It wouldn't be a strategy turn-based game. It wouldn't be a sports simulation or other simulation. No, actually, mine could be unless I'm going to put mine in a simulation bucket. It would be you'd be like a business simulation. Would be my character.
Business simulation.
Yeah, like running a shop.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down as innkeeper for now.
Yeah,
you are.
I'd probably blunt your guess slightly. I'm not sure you're cutting in the right direction.
Oh, understood. Okay.
I didn't, Ben. I mean, nothing happened untoward on night one. Everything is sounding normal. There are no stories.
Have you talked to Ryan?
Yes. You're the other librarian drunk pin.
Oh, so Ryan
shocker.
has seen you and me. Okay.
Yeah, what
okay.
a shock that was to me that Ryan had seen me as the drunk.
Oh, okay.
As a
Sure.
question, what was your night one pings?
Ryan and Lyra, yes.
It all points to Ryan. Let's go, Lyra.
A lot of things point to Ryan. It might still be a Vortex, Nikki, and that kind of tracks.
Couple lollygaggers.
Yeah, they're not even talking about the game. They're talking about Ocarina of Time, or at least they were when I was in there.
Oh, I'm joining.
Ah, come on.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is a 12-player game, so 6 votes required. Do keep in mind that this script special rule is that you can take the bargain, if you wish, when you nominate, which will cause you to die, but will cause the person who you have nominated's ability to activate twice that night. Until dusk, actually, tomorrow. So if you wish to do that, when you nominate, you must say, and I take the bargain. For example, I nominate Nikki, and I take the bargain. Alex.
And dies.
Nominee's ability.
Just so that I understand this fully, because I'm a little tired. You say that word when you nominate, and the person you've nominated gets their ability twice.
But your
own ability not affected.
Yeah, your own ability is not affected. You immediately die.
Super. So it's a bit like finding a virgin, and they get to have a really good time twice.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Lyra.
Lyra would like to nominate Malachi and take the bargain, please.
Oh, shit.
Lyra nominates Malachi and takes the bargain. Alright, tell us why.
Malachi's just my assassin, don't worry about it.
Malachi?
Wait, if I'm your assassin, doesn't that mean that the game should be over?
We've got Scarlet Women, it's fine.
Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why do I believe this?
We're looking for 6.
I'm so convincing, that's fine.
I mean, fair fucks if so. I want this to work if that's actually happened.
Fair.
It's really helpful because there was a fortune teller yes on Lyra and a player which I trust.
3's not enough.
I'm tempted to build Vortox worlds based on what I've heard so far.
Can the bargain be done more than once per turn?
Don't you ping me.
Absolutely.
So quite a quick game if we all tried to nominate and said the magic word.
Yes, but
It could be a
like
day one game.
multiple good players dying on day one is not good for the good team. I will put that out there.
Just check.
I think
Well, if we have...
I might be wrong, but I think I have in my head disproved Vortox.
Iris nominates Ryan.
Iris nominates Ryan. Tell us why.
There is a point of contention with Ryan's possible alignment. That has been brought up by another player. If they lied to me, they lied, but this is an option that we have. There's an evil ping on Ryan, essentially.
Ryan?
I've heard this information. I think they are likely sitting next to an Odashi, would be my guess. It's possible it's Vortox, but I'm leaning probably not. That's what I got. Yeah, let's go for someone evil. I know that there's 3 people I trust in the Grim right now. I'm not going to call them out because they would be good targets to kill.
We're looking for 6.
Can I ask another clarifying question on this thing? Obviously, if you nominate yourself, your ability then would trigger twice. The next, no, you'd be dead, wouldn't you?
You'd be dead, so you wouldn't have an
Players
ability.
have no ability.
But if you're the Plague Doctor, you can nominate yourself, take a sacrifice, and just
Give the
choose
sword
to
to
Hell yeah. If there are any Plague Doctors so bold, we salute you.
Yeah, so Plague Doctors wouldn't trigger twice.
A Plague Doctor would, yeah, if you if you nominated yourself, took the bargain, thus killing yourself. You would, if you're the Plague Doctor, you would then give the storytellers 2 not in play minion abilities.
Alex would like to nominate himself and call the bargain, please.
Okay. Tell us why.
I'm not the Plague Doctor, so I just want to. I'm an outsider, but I still want to be triggering later on accidentally.
Okay, we are looking for 5.
Oh,
Is that a hat for everyone, Clem?
Wow, Hatter Toss is fine.
Imagine having to wake up the evil team to swap characters and then immediately afterwards wake them up again. What a waste of time.
I'm a politician wanting to make it difficult for myself.
There's a Vortox on the script, you guys.
Oh yeah! George nominates George.
George, tell everyone why you've nominated yourself.
I do not know what's happening with Alex. I am the Hatter. At least this way, the Hatter is dying on day 1. We clear up the double claim and everyone's somewhat happy.
Okay, we are looking for 5.
What a weird fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 is enough. George is about to die. Any other nominations?
It's not that weird a day.
It's a touch weird.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. George is executed and dies. Everyone goes to sleep.
Oh, what an interesting development.
That was an interesting day. I've just realised that we haven't put any predictions up, so I suspect that the predictions after that day will be somewhat one-sided. But let's see, guys. Twitch viewers, who wins? Okay,
we gain the Baron. We gain. Oh, we. Gain
I think we
2
give
abilities.
ourselves
And
both Witch and Baron. Yeah, I think we turn.
We can choose in-play characters if we want. I don't think Malachi wants to be the Scarlet Woman. Malachi is probably going to get executed.
No, they have to be.
When the
So
double
they
kill
have to be
happens.
not in play outsiders, but we can give ourselves in play minions if we wish.
Yes.
I think that using the Baron is actually good because George has bluffed an outsider.
Yes.
So I think actually that gives a bit of info. So I think we turn JC and Raj into a Hatter and a politician.
So, okay, George is claiming Hatter.
Yeah.
So
So
that
by
would kind of.
I'm fine with George lying because it means that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm fine with people knowing that because it means that Lyra knew that George was the Scarlet Woman, despite taking the bargain on Malachi because that's going to make Lyra look evil.
Mm-hmm.
So I think before we worry about any of that, well, actually, we have to make we do the swaps immediately, don't we? So let's change Raj into a politician and JC into a Hatter, and let's get them in here to break the news.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Hello.
You are the politician. You are good.
You've been demoted. You have to run for office again.
All right. Thank you. Back to getting
You're welcome.
power.
Have fun.
See ya.
And let's get JC in here.
Hello.
Hello, JC. You are the Hatter. You are good.
Now, how's that happened?
How indeed.
I'll figure it out. Thank you.
I'm sure you will. See you later.
See ya.
Wonderful.
Okay. All right. So, let's give the no dashies third in the night order. Who goes before them? Ah, yes. Okay, we've got that, which is dead.
We got which is alive.
We do have a witch, which is
us.
alive. It's up there. Yeah. Okay. So, shall we witch curse JC?
I was thinking Nikki, because it'd be funny, but JC also.
I think JC is a good choice because it gets the evils the chance to shuffle around. Scarlet Woman's not relevant. Let's get Malashan in here. Hello. Who would you like to kill?
Raj, please.
Okay, thank you.
Raj. A tragedy.
All right. 2 assassinations. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
If you would like to use your ability tonight, you may use it twice.
I'm definitely doing that. Goodbye, Aggie. Goodbye, JC.
Aggie. Dead. JC. Is dead. Cool. Thank you, Malachi.
Bye.
So, are we running Chaos Hatter or regular old Hatter?
I run Chaos Hatter until someone tells me not to.
All right, let's do it.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at all these fucking reminder tokens.
Oh, the Grimoire!
Okay, right. So the Hatter goes off. Everyone gets to choose new characters. I'm going to go to George first. Okay, George. The Hatter has died. Which character would you like to be?
I guess I'll just be the Baron. That seems safe.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
A very nice choice.
Oh, all right. And then we'll get Malachi in here. Hello, Malachi.
Hi.
The Hatter is dead. Which character would you like to be?
It's not. Is it regular or chaos?
It's chaos.
Oh, why am I even asking this? I'm going to die. If I choose assassin again, it's not a refresh of the ability, or is it?
No, it's not a fresh instance of the assassin.
Because you didn't change.
Right. If I somehow live, then I guess a living Scarlet Woman should be made. So Scarlet Woman.
Okay, Scarlet Woman it is. Thank you. And let's get Malashan.
They might just say we don't have an.
Hello.
Hello, Malashan. The Hatter is dead. Would you like to change character? I will let you know now that you cannot pick a minion. You're the last to choose, and the other 2 chose minions.
No, I'll stick with Nadashi.
Okay, cool. No Dashi it is. Thank you. Okay.
Oh boy.
Right, and finally we get Nikki in here.
Nikki is 100% convinced he's the drunk.
Cool. We'll tell him the truth then. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to look at?
Let's get 2 evil rolls for JC, please.
Okay. You choose JC, and you learn either Hatter or Assassin.
Fair. Also, whilst I have you for a very quick nighttime chat, what is the views on using stuff like what happened last night in conversation?
I mean, everybody has different opinions on that. My opinion is that if the storyteller makes a small mistake, you can't unknow what you know. There's no point trying to create some sort of weird pretend world where you don't actually know that information. So just use it. But I think, generally speaking, good conduct is to use it, but don't like tell everybody that it happened. I think that kind of create but obviously there are sometimes scenarios where you're going to have to, because people are going to be like, why are you so certain this thing is this? And then in that instance, it's fine to sort of respond and say, look, there was an ST mistake at night, so I've gained this information, etc., etc.
That's usually my viewpoint, and then I kind of got a little bit carried away because I found it really, really funny.
Look, the thing is, it's perfectly acceptable to bluff that a storytelling mistake happened as well. So I don't think it's a big deal that you've gone around making a big deal out of it, because I also think you're perfectly capable of pretending a storytelling mistake happened. And honestly, it really wasn't that big of a mistake. No,
it wasn't.
The situation is either Ryan's really the librarian, and that means the two people that Ryan saw really is the drunk, or Ryan's not really the librarian, and there are a bunch of other reasons why you might be getting misinformation, including, you being the actual drunk and Ryan just librarian being a bluff or something. There's a million and one things that can be happening, so I don't think it's really a big problem, to be honest. And to any budding storytellers watching right now, A, look at me. I've been doing this for the better part of a decade, and I made a massive, well, not massive, but a silly mistake, so don't sweat it when it happens to you. And B, the vast majority of mistakes of this magnitude really don't matter, and you can just play on, even if they happen, so don't sweat it.
Cool. Sounds good. You did say Plague Doctor or Assassin, didn't you?
I said Hatter or Assassin. Nice try, Satan.
I knew as an outsider. I've just put down hat ass. Cool. Right.
Hat ass. Okay, thank you. Ass hat. Okay, Malachi's pinging me, so let's see what they want. Right, what's the matter?
So,
What's up, Malachi?
If Alex, I'm kind of believing Alex. If Alex is the Hatter, shouldn't we do the Hatter thing twice?
Yes, that's exactly how that would work, had that been the case.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I just realized, wait, I could just get the assassin. Yeah. Oh, that's true. All right, cool. Bye.
Okay. I just got a message from JC set that says, Plague Dr. Baron Jinx, the last horse crosses the finish line. I assume that's him telling me that he's just worked it out. Okay.
Yep.
Right. What terrible advice are we going to give Knifing?
I think the advice should be... God.
I've got a good one, actually. Let's make Knifing cursed and tell them you should nominate one of your living neighbors today, which is terrible advice for somebody who's witch cursed.
Yes, sacrifice yourself for one of your living neighbors.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We are good to go. Let's wake these guys up. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of this totally normal game of Blood on the Clock Tower with no weirdness at all and nothing strange happening at any point. Anyway, Raj died in the night, JC died in the night, Aggie died in the night.
Fucking hell.
Right? Right on again, Mike. Okay.
Did anyone else become outsiders, out of curiosity?
This game's going great.
No, it
Let's
can't
chat,
work
right?
like that. Oh, well, no, it can. Because
Unless I
like,
became the
yeah.
drunk, I did not become an outsider.
Right.
Me
So. Okay.
I was just seeing if anyone was wanting to claim that they became an outsider, if they got a double Baron ability or something. But
Yeah, they might have. I don't know. If I became one, I don't know. I assume
there's already a drunk in play, so no. And it can only be. It has to be new outsiders as well.
Are you a librarian? How do you know
I'm the librarian who saw a drunk. Yeah. And
okay. I was the mayor. I just got assassinated.
There. Sounds about right. With one of the possibly 3 assassin abilities.
So okay, it's a doubled Plague Doctor, so it's up to 2 assassin abilities and a Hatter. The Hatter doesn't. Oh yeah, Ben. When does Hatter run in the night order?
If the Hatter dies during the day, I run it at the beginning of night. If the Hatter dies during the night, I run it at the moment it dies.
Okay, and the acts twice stays with the player, right? So if Malachi turns into a different minion, hypothetically, with the Hatter ability at the start of the night, they would still have double use of their ability.
Sorry, can you walk me through that again?
Yeah, so hypothetically, if a Hatter died yesterday, and the Hatter causes Malachi, who could be evil, to switch characters, they would now have 2 uses of their new ability, not
Correct,
their previous ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's double assassin, sure. If it's not double assassin, we have to kill Malachi, don't we?
I mean, they could hit. Let's say there's an original assassin in play. The demon could get a kill. With the Plague Doctor dying twice, the storytellers get 2 minion abilities. There could be 3 assassins plus a demon kill. There theoretically could be 4 deaths in a night, and that would be totally fine. Not that likely he would happen because that
Could have happened.
Yeah.
Plague Doctor into Assassin. Hatter into... No, Hatter doesn't work like that. Hey, Ben, can you get 2 instances of the Assassin ability if you have a Hatter thing happen?
I don't. So I'm not sure exactly what it is you're asking, but I think the answer to it is the 2 instances is tied to the player. So whatever the player is at the time that their ability wakes in the night order, they get 2 uses of it.
Okay,
I think
and
what
the Hatter...
Iris is asking is, would the minions act first and then you would run the Hatter and then the minions would act again?
I run the Hatter at the earliest opportunity.
And then whoever has the assassin ability, if there is an assassin put into play, they act in there. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so it wasn't Hatter caused. This was somebody got their double ability, or Ben Plague Doctored into the assassin and killed, which is equally fair.
Yeah, but we can't kill Ben. We should execute Malachi anyway.
Yeah, no, we can't kill Ben. I agree. So Malachi, cool. Thanks.
Right, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Aaron.
I'd say Malachi.
Oh no, that part didn't happen. Sorry.
2 of us might be witched currently.
Oh, so it could just be the storytellers used 1 assassin ability and the actual assassin used 1 and the demon kill 1 person.
That's true. Can that happen?
I can gleefully confirm for you, Nathan, that one of the storyteller minion abilities is the Baron, because I became an outsider last night.
Okay.
And I still intend to play for good.
Ryan's information is super interesting because we know there's no starting drunk because I'm the politician, Mark is the Plague Doctor, and so Ryan can't have seen a drunk. But we also know it wasn't Vortox.
Yes, it was. It can't be Vortox now, at the very least.
It could have changed into Vortox.
And Fisherman ability isn't affected by Vortox.
Well, no, it can't have changed into Vortox if the Dreamers saw me as what I became last night.
Oh yeah, quite right. Yeah.
And it can't have been starting Vortox if you think about the interaction between the Dreamer and the Librarian.
The world in which that's true, it could be starting Vortox, Nikki, if specifically the Dreamer was the drunk. Oh no, I see what you're saying. The Librarian saw
no, I think in that world it just has to be Ryan has to.
I mean, there's...
Hey Ben, I'd like to use my ability and get some advice about this game and what the heck is going on.
I would advise you that today you really need to nominate and execute one of your living neighbours.
All right, sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry.
No, Alex, this is great, dude. I'm having a great time.
Were you a start snowing roll?
Thanks. No.
I was on a theory that if it was a double assassin, they'd kill off 2 start snowing rolls to give the information more credence.
Welcome back, everybody. If this game is not complicated enough for you, don't forget, you can take the bargain when you nominate someone today. There are 6 of you alive somehow on day 2. So 3 votes required, nominations are open.
I'm not going to go through everything right now because I don't think all of it is immediately relevant. But I will do the cliff notes, which is that one of the Plague Doctor abilities the storytellers got was the Baron, and the evil team got a chance to use the Hatter last night at a time that was after the kills. George was not the Hatter. George was doing a play. I became the Hatter last night and then was killed, which is why the night presumably took quite a while. So, yeah, Evil has had a chance to swap at some point last night, and also one of the things is a Baron. Good luck, living people.
So I am the fisherman. I already used part of my ability today. If one of my neighbors, either Nikki or Ryan, can bargain me, I will use it again and get some more information.
Please
Sounds
don't
like
do
a
that.
terrible idea.
Do not do
That's
that,
not
please.
how that works. I don't think.
I think we
Yeah.
should be killing
Which
Malachi
one?
because they one of the sources of the double deaths that isn't the Plague Doctor mess. I think in any world, Malachi just needs to get off the board, unfortunately. Probably just an assassin, but you know.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Go ahead, Misha.
I was saying, like, Ryan was saying in text chat, like, Malachi, which, like, me or Iris are demon candidates. I think Ryan's the best demon candidate. So for me, it's like, either we
Okay.
go for a demon between me and Ryan, or we kill Malachi, who's probably
I-
the assassin. And I'm good with
Okay.
either.
Here's the fun part.
Go ahead, Nikki. I'll let you go first.
I have very high reason to suspect that Ryan is sat next to, in some way, a Nodashi at the start of the game.
Well, it ain't me, and it ain't Malashon, because I'm not an outsider as far as I know.
All right. Well, so the reason why I asked if either Nikki or Ryan could bargain me is because my first piece of fisherman advice was I need to execute either one of my neighbors, and whoever's good would probably give up first. So if neither are going to do that, I'll probably nominate Ryan.
I think
Is
you
that-
use your
I'm not
Is that a
ability.
nomin-
Like,
Is that a
I
nomination,
don't think a
Knifin?
bargain would.
No, that's not a nomination
In
just
that
yet.
case, second call for
Need to
nominations.
Sorry, just rules clarification about the Djinn. If Knifin has used their ability, sacrificing to Knifin again would not give a second use of that ability, right?
No.
No, it would not. No, if someone's already, it basically it's like a barista, basically. So if they've already used their ability, it won't do anything for them.
Well,
Okay.
Barista lets you do it though.
And
Nikki, do you want to?
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to nominate Malachi.
Iris nominates Malachi. Tell us why.
Nope. I mean, I'm never doing the bargain. Not in a million years. Just gonna head that off at the pass. I don't think we have an Evil Dead. And if we want to win the game, we need to go into the final day with a good player alive. Killing Malachi makes this more likely that a good player will be alive at the final 3 so we can actually win instead of losing automatically.
Malachi?
I mean, I know it looks bad on my end. I'm pretty sure Ben and JoJo just got double assassin or something else. I'm not entirely sure about the script. But yeah, I fully agree.
Okay, we are looking for 3.
Malachi, what did you get out of the double use of your ability?
Either Nikki or Ryan.
We only get 2 shots at the demon here. I don't want to go for Malachi.
Can someone let Malachi answer Raj's question, please?
Lyra and George, yes. Aggie, JC, yes.
5 is enough.
I mean, I
It seems
believe
I
that.
misspoke a moment ago. It is specifically not like the barista's ability, is what I meant to say. Yeah, because the barista does give you your ability back.
What's your third set of info?
I mean, third set.
You're a fortune teller. You should have 3 sets of info.
No, I'm not the fortune teller. I'm the
Seamstress.
seamstress.
Oh.
What was
Any
the
other
first one you
nominations?
said before me and Aggie?
Lyra and George, yes.
Right, okay.
So Lyra,
I
George,
believe
yes.
that, I
And
think.
what was the other piece?
Aggie
Aggie
and
JC,
JC, which
yes.
makes me sad.
Calling it in 5,
I think
4,
Malachi's good and this is a mistake.
3,
Hmm.
2.
I'll nominate
One.
Ryan.
Knifin nominates Ryan and dies. Tell us why, Knifin.
Okay. That's not good. I think either Ryan or Nikki. My piece of advice was that I needed to nominate either today. So that's what I did.
Ryan?
That you needed to nominate while... Oh, sorry.
Either one of my neighbors.
I'm just good. I trust Nikki implicitly. And I do think we only get one shot at the demon. We do need to kill an evil today. If not, we just lose. So we need to kill Malachi, and we're not going to be able to lift 5. Tomorrow we have to go for the demon. I'm okay with that. But I've got good info, and I think Nikki is just good.
Okay, 6 to die, 5 to tie.
Nathan, your information is horrible because you just nominated your neighbors and died. You are drunk or something.
That says if Nathan is good, that says he got turned into the drunk, right? Because that's objectively terrible advice to get.
Yeah, that's
him
not
specifically.
going to work out for him.
My
Yes, someone
feelings
to
are
nominate
in
Ryan.
tatters by this
Sorry,
suggestion.
Ben.
Well,
it
it wasn't
also
get someone to nominate them. It was
like-
you do the nomination, which If we invert the
Ryan.
information, it says Ryan and Nikki are good, and that we should be killing into Iris or Malasham probably.
Sounds like an ideal thing.
I'm just worried about the votes.
Any other
I would say
nominations?
I say we leave it today, get an evil out. There's already a drunk in play, so the Baron could not have added a drunk. So
No, there is no starting drunk. I'm the politician.
Malachi nominates Nikki and takes the bargain.
Malachi nominates Nikki and takes the bargain. Tell us why. Malachi?
That's it.
Okay, Nikki?
So I think what Malachi has just tried to do there is to try to run down our numbers to make it harder. I think Malachi is a minion, which I think needs to have happened for the amount of deaths. I'm still trying to work that out, but I think for the number of deaths and the witch cursing, Malachi needs to be a minion. I'll work that out during the night. Sadly, I mean, you start knowing roll, so I don't think I get any more information. So this is not going to give us anything. Oh well.
Okay, we are still looking for 6.
I don't think
We just don't
Malachi's
execute today.
evil doing that, Nikki. If they were evil, they could have nominated their demon and given them 2 kills tonight.
Well, Nikki might be the demon.
Nikki would be the demon.
I think that's the world
Yeah,
Malachi's
might
trying
be
to
what
spell.
just happened.
And then Knifen, if Nikki's the Nudashi, then Knifen's poison being told to nominate. Malachi's seamstress yeses are incorrect. Oh, what? In this case, they're a minion. Never mind.
I mean,
Well, we might have lost, but we'll find out.
Any other nominations?
Do we have a Slayer?
No, sorry.
5.
The good news is we wake up with 3 and the witch
3.
won't work anymore.
Yeah,
that's a really good point.
1. Malachi's corpse is executed and dies. Everyone goes to sleep. Well, this is interesting.
Interesting play.
Yeah, so it
'Cause
frames
Malachi
Nikki.
picked Malashan.
He
The
knows.
thing is,
Malachi
kind of forces
knows as
Malashan
well.
to kill Nikki, though, right?
Well, both Malachi and Malashan know that Nikki is poisoned, so whatever Nikki learns is going to be nonsense, right?
I guess Malashan could say, "I'm the exorcist. Nobody died in the night. Nikki is the demon. I exorcised him, and that was Malachi's attempt to win the game."
Possibly. I
That
don't know.
works.
Well,
That-
let's find out, shall we? Let's get Malashan in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello. Who would you like to kill?
I think I have to kill Nikki because he's going to be basically confirmed not the demon now. Because he just wins if he's the demon. So, yeah, I'll kill Nikki.
Okay, Nikki it is.
Right.
Thank you. All right.
That
well,
was the
that
other
makes
option.
yeah, that makes our life a lot. I was really hoping for Malashan to kill Iris, in which case we could lie to Iris once and Nikki twice. But
Yeah.
but
Malashan's
not to
point
be.
is true that
Yeah.
if Nikki was the demon, Nikki just wins. So probably Acidite.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, that's it. That was a quick night. We're on to the final day.
Hooray!
Yeah,
wow, we're going to be on time.
We're going to be ahead of time. I don't know what we're going to do.
Ahead of schedule? What? A speedy TB sounds like.
What a crazy thing. Yeah. All right. Let's wake these guys up.
And
Good morning, everybody. Nikki died in the night.
Damn it.
Say hello to the
Round
final
bird?
day of the game.
Round bird?
Sounds like a great idea.
I'm the investigator whose starting pings were George and Knifin as the Scarlet Woman, and if Knifin isn't the self-cursing witch, it is a Vortox game, because there wasn't a starting drunk.
Knife, want to go next?
Fisherman got my advice the other day to either nominate one of my neighbors, which was not good.
That feels Vortox.
Dreamer who saw Ryan as the librarian or assassin.
Something.
Oh, and then I saw JC as the hatter or assassin after shenanigans.
Pass.
Sad Ravenkeeper.
Well, there's the problem. I am the fucking Ravenkeeper, as I told Aggie.
What?
Ryan, are you the Ravenkeeper?
I'm not. I'm the librarian who saw a drunk between Nikki and Aggie, and Nikki got my roll off the hop. Nikki could be the drunk, and this could be a Vortox game, but the confirmation between Nikki and I, Nikki can talk about it, but two of us are good. We've got a demon between Iris and Malishon. The double claim there. Easy peasy.
A really apologetic doctor. A really apologetic doctor. I've retrained into apology. I love you.
Mayor.
Starting Slayer got turned into the Hatter and killed Knight 2.
I'm a fortune teller with a yes on Lyra and Ryan, and then I died.
Well, that's interesting.
So if it's starting Vortox, it's not Ryan, then it must be Malishon.
Well, Ryan got dreamed correctly. How the fuck is that right?
Oh.
Drunk.
Nikki's the drunk.
We should also be aware.
I'm the librarian who saw Nikki as the drunk. So
If Ryan
Nikki
is
got true information.
Nikki
But
couldn't be
Knifin-
the drunk in that world because then Ryan would have got true information in a Vortex.
You know what?
world.
I'm just
Ryan
gonna-
couldn't be the drunk.
I'm just gonna say, if you're
yeah.
both evil, one of you nominate the other and put me out of my fucking misery. Just do it. Just do it.
I really. We shouldn't be building drunk worlds. We have a plague doctor and a politician at the start of the game, and we know it
Yeah.
can't have had all four because the Hatter was created.
No, Ryan is evil. And the Vortox.
Vortox then.
But
It's just Vortox
Malishon is
information.
double claiming me. Why?
Oh,
how does Nikki dream correctly?
Yeah, I would
Ryan
just
is.
vote Ryan. I'm dead. I don't have a vote.
Is this the counter for the end of noms?
This is the counter for when nominations open.
Fisherman isn't affected by Vortox, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't matter. You got bad information. Let's be real.
So
but I
Knifin got
dreamt
Vortox
correctly
info.
after the potential demon change, and it's impossible for it to be Vortox at the start of the game because of the Dreamer Librarian.
But we're
Nominations
saying
open.
that Ryan is the Vortox.
Yes.
You dreamed
case.
Ryan.
No, that
Nikki,
can't
do
be
you want to go
Ryan.
through how the confirmation went?
Yeah, to be fair, I told Ryan what he was. And I feel like if Ryan was the Vortox, Ryan would have said, no, that's not true. Because also, if Ryan is the Vortox, Aggie got a fortune teller yes on Ryan. I am in the world that Ryan is sat next to a Nodashi. There is no drunk starting the
Oh.
game. And the minions are Malachi and Lyra.
So I will just remind you all, nominations are open, and there's some questions about this in chat, so I'm just going to clarify. You cannot take the bargain in Final 3. That's in the rules explanation from the script's
Okay.
author. When only 3 players are alive, sacrifices are not allowed.
Very quickly before anyone nominates, I just want to quickly bring this up. I'm sorry, Raj, to just be a bit more blunt about it. In private whispers, Raj has told me that he's the politician and that George is full of shit. And therefore, that would suggest it's not a Vortox game at the start. If true, it would suggest George was the Scarlet Woman who probably didn't want to get executed and then backed into politician.
I didn't want to get executed. I made myself get executed. I'm the reason I died.
Yeah, George nominated himself.
The alternative would be that Raj is the
Second call.
assassin. Okay.
George, I will be voting with you. Don't worry about it.
I think I will be. I'm leaning towards nominating Malishon because the fortune teller piece of information can't be Vortox at the same time that Nikki's Vortox. So Ryan's not the starting demon. I think my logic might be very flawed. I don't know what Malishon is doing. I know for
no.
sure she's evil, though.
Raj, starting Nodashi, poisons Ryan, turns into the imp from the Hatter, star passes to someone? Malishon? Iris?
Malishon.
No, Raj wouldn't get to star pass after the Hatter goes off.
Oh,
because
you're right. Yeah, the timing doesn't work. Okay.
Final
Ryan, do you want to ease my conscience and nominate Malishon for me?
No, because there's a still chance that you could be evil. You're reading pretty good right now. I think it's just Malishon, but I'd rather you do it if you're feeling like doing that. I think I'm clearly good to town. So
No, you're not, Ryan.
That was delightfully blunt. No.
Malishon will nominate Ryan.
Malishon, tell us why you've nominated Ryan.
I was leaning to us thinking it was Iris from my seat, but I don't know, just the way that went down made me think it's Ryan. I'm not quite sure what the world is, but I think Ryan probably has to be a Scarlet Woman that picked it up at some point. Could be Nikki, Malachi, and Ryan. I'm not sure, but I think this is the world socially.
Ryan,
I kind of think it's possibly Lyra, Malachi, and Malishon. Lyra is the only one who said they think I'm evil, and with Aggie's fortune teller information and Nikki's streamer confirmation and my librarian ping on Nikki, I think I'm just clearly good here. I think it's between the other two, leaning towards Malishon. Iris is kind of reading good. That's all I got.
2 is the minimum.
George, are we voting on this?
I don't think so.
I don't think this is right.
So stop saying that to me.
I'm trying to get on your team, man.
0 is not enough.
For me, mechanically it's Iris, socially it's Malishon. Ryan, I'll do whatever you want.
Mechanically, I killed Malachi for the benefit of all town. They had to go, and I got them out.
Yeah, but that was an evil that everybody was aware of, right?
Yeah, that's
You
why
both
we're
can be evil from
here.
that perspective.
I think that's why we're still here.
Currently, nobody
I think
about
there
to
were
die.
3 evils.
I will bring the game to a
Iris
close.
nominates Malishon.
Iris, tell us why you've chosen Malishon.
I know they're evil. I don't know that they're the demon. At least somebody evil dies. You know what? I'm gonna take a moral victory in killing an evil person.
Malishon?
It's not me. We may have missed a chance on Ryan, but I don't think so. So I think Ryan has a nomination left and can nominate Iris after this. But whatever Town wants.
We're still looking for 2.
I will say that Malishon seems very chill, and I wouldn't be chill if I were in a final 3 where the DM was counting down. I'm just saying.
5 is enough. Malishon about to die. Ryan, you are the only living player who is not nominated.
Iris, are you good or evil this game?
I'm good.
And are you actually the Raven Keeper?
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Ending the day in
What do you have
5,
to say about that?
4,
Get more votes.
3,
more votes, right?
2, 1.
Ryan nominates Iris.
Oh, Ryan, you tease. Tell us why.
I want to give Town the option. I think they both could be evil. There's definitely that world. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
Iris?
I'm totally alright with giving Town options, but if I'm good, then all of Evil Team will vote, and if you're good, you should not be encouraging that, and potentially tying this. Because that's what, given the dead votes and the alive votes, that's maybe possibly going to happen. And I'm not going to vote for myself, obviously. So just take that into account.
6 to die, 5 to tie.
So I'm the evil team. Tell me about
You're right. You're right. There's not enough votes. You're right. There isn't.
Not enough
You should,
votes.
but it's yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
George.
We needed Ryan to do it, unfortunately.
Two's not enough. That means Malishon is executed and dies. And of course, the game is over. And congratulations, somehow, go to the good team.
Never in doubt.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Truly.
What a ride.
And
Barely.
that has just cost some. That has just got some people a large number of ravens because I forgot to open the the predictions until the start of night 2. At which point, Lyra the investigator had given Malachi, who at the time was the assassin, 2 uses of their ability. Alex, the plague doctor, had given both me and Jojo the Baron and Witch abilities, which enabled us to turn Raj into the politician from the mayor and JC into the Hatter from the Slayer. Of course, JC then immediately got killed. Which didn't actually change much because George, who started as the Scarlet Woman, stepped aside to be the Baron so that other people could choose things, which meant Malachi switched to being the Scarlet Woman, and Malashan chose to remain as the No Dashi. This is why Knifein's advice was terrible, because Nikki was the drunk. Who only got correct information because there was no convenient moment to start lying to him. Iris, of course, was the Raven Keeper, and Ryan was the librarian who correctly identified the drunk between Nikki and Aggie. Aggie was our fortune teller who picked Lyra the red herring on night 1.
Right.
Imagine if Ryan had been the kill on that final night instead of Nikki. Nikki was going to get to dream twice and get wrong info, and we'd think that Malashan was a minion. And
I was really
I was going to
hoping.
kill Ryan, but then once Malachi picked Nikki, I was like, I have to kill Nikki because it's going to rule him out as a demon because there's not going to be 2 kills, and the game's going to continue. So.
Yeah,
there was
good
no
point.
hope of my Raven keepering.
I was
no
really
hope.
hoping that you
There
would
was
kill
no
Iris
hope.
that final night, Malashan, so I could lie once to Iris and twice to Nikki.
It's a good combo. It's a solid
I'm
combo.
so mad. I told my investigator information to both minions on day 1. I got taken for an absolute ride.
I just went to
Maybe
Malachi
I
as
spoke
well.
to George at the end of day 1, and he's like, "Well, you're not the Botox."
Maybe I should take the gamble and actually bargain Malashan.
I almost shot George day 1 because I thought, Lyra, that you genuinely had told the truth and just given the assassin 2 kills, which you had but didn't know.
I thought you gave the assassin 2 kills on purpose, but turns out.
I'm just gullible.
I thought George was the Scarlet Woman, but I thought he was yours instead of.
Are we doing game 2 straight away? Do we need to call people in?
I think it's a difficult one because we're like 20 minutes from it. I think what we'll probably do is we'll take a 5-minute break, and then hopefully that will give us the opportunity to alert the players for game 2 that we're ready for them. So yeah, if viewers want to just chill for a minute, we will be right back, and the rest of us we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. So here you go. All right, we're back. We're back with some more hijinks. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to run our second game of the evening of this World Cup semi-final, and this is the Ballad of Seat 7. A simple concept. Seat 7 is empty. It remains empty. Its choices are arbitrary. Once per game, the storyteller may speak on its behalf. So, Seat 7 will remain completely empty for the entirety of this game. And once per game, we can say something that we think Seat 7 would want to say. That thing can include a nomination. We can say, I'm Seat 7 and I'm this and my info is this, and so I nominate this person. Or it can just be a statement. It can be a defense when they are nominated. But we can only do it once. So we have to choose very carefully when we do it. I'm sure if you've got any questions, people in the chat will be quite happy to answer them. Let's build a game.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, we've got an imp, a scarlet woman, and a boffin. Interesting. We've got a damsel, because of course we have. The damsel is the theme of this World Cup. And a recluse. We have oracle, innkeeper, virgin, dreamer, seamstress, balloonist, Shugenja. That's a very powerful town. I think we should have a balloonist +1. And I think that +1 should be the drunk.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think this is fine.
What do we want the boffin's ability to be? Maybe fisherman?
Fisherman's a good choice. Farmer's not a bad choice because we can give Farmer as a bluff and let the imp pass to somebody.
Yeah, but then that gives a dead imp the trust rather than Boffin Saint.
Sure,
no, not Boffin
it,
Saint.
But it could make the world the imp's building believable, I guess. It's an interesting one. I mean, what if we look at ignore what characters have been randomly selected to be in the bag, which of these do you think is most useful to an imp?
Virgin, librarian, dreamer.
Innkeeper's pretty useful to an imp as well.
Yeah, hidden drunkenness.
So there we go. That's perfect. Then what we do is we make the innkeeper the drunk, and we give the imp the innkeeper's ability.
You genius! I love that.
Okay, fantastic. Problem solved. Here we go. So we've got a drunk innkeeper. And Seat 7's the fucking Scarlet Woman! Oh my god!
Wow.
Well, delightfully though, the Shugenja couldn't be further away from Seat 7. And there's no worry that Seat 7's going to nominate the Virgin. And
no,
it doesn't. And if the Dreamer picks Seat 7, we'll just say whichever bluff the other two guys aren't using. So actually, I think this is probably fine. Evil bluffs: Village Idiot, always useful. Noble, also always useful, and we'll give them Fisherman a nice little lie. Is there any other setup?
Here's an interesting question. What we probably just stick with Innkeeper if we do get Star Pass 2, because the Boffin ability we still keep.
Absolutely. I mean, the truth is that we can, if Seat 7 becomes the imp, we can decide then what we think is best for Seat 7, because unlike a player playing as the imp, we can formulate a plan and execute it immediately. So I say we just keep it loose. I absolutely don't mind Seat 7 getting the farmer's ability and passing it along or something like that. Because we can orchestrate that however we like. Okay, I don't think there's any other setup we need to do here, right? Unless I'm missing something. So let's just get this on the road.
There's no choices to be made pre-game. Let's go.
Good luck, everybody. Okay, let's do the predictions before the game begins this time. Who's going to win, good or evil? Okay, so. Minions. Demon. Shall we send Seat 7 some info? There we go. Ian's Demon. Oh, it literally won't let me. Ryan also gets his bluffs, which I've forgotten to send him. Cool. Alright, fantastic. Straight away, let's just get George and Ryan in here. Because I would weight these two together.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the Boffin party. I'm here to inform you both that the Boffin is giving the demon the Innkeeper's ability.
Marvelous. Thank you.
Okay.
Enjoy.
We effectively just had an evil team chat.
Yeah, the whole evil team. Okay, so now we send George, and again, I'm just going to do this using the cards because it's so much easier. Character, damsel. So George knows there's a damsel in play, and then we can move on to the rest of the night. So let's get Lyra in here. Lyra is almost certainly going to pick seat 7. So I actually think that what we should do, Nikki, if that happens, is just choose a bluff for seat 7 now that isn't one of the 3 bluffs that the evil team have been provided with, or alternatively, just choose Village Idiot. We could tell Lyra that seat 7 is the magician.
Yeah, or if we were trying to do the whole farmer thing, we need to sell it now, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. We could just say Saint as well.
Yeah. That gives us some staying power.
Yeah, okay.
I would either do farmer or saint.
Oh, I should probably mention as well, of all the scripts in the semi-finals, this is the only one that's had some changes. We've had Puck has been added to spice things up, and May has been replaced since it doesn't play well with the recent additions. So just to mention that, those of you who are noticing changes are not going crazy. There have been some minor changes on this script. Yeah, I think Saint's good, right? Because it'll sell that there's a Baron in play.
Saint will be better. Yeah, there's that too, and it hides the drunk.
Okay, let's get Lyra in here then. Oh, picking up.
Ring, ring. So
okay, let's move on. We'll come back to Lyra.
Hello.
Hello, Resnora. Who would you like to, or would you like to use it for a start?
Of course, I am always big on using once per game abilities as early as possible.
Same.
And I would like to check Malashan and Ryan, please.
Malashan and Ryan, and you learn that yes, they are on the same team.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, delightful. And of course, Malashan has registered as evil there, which I'm totally fine with. It's going to cause Resnora to throw shade at Ryan. It's going to cause Resnora to be suspicious of Malashan. And none of that matters because we have a Scarlet Woman.
Yep. Beautiful. What should we do as the first balloonist thing? Funny 57, but
I think probably the Shugenja because we
That's
want.
good.
Yeah, she's going to get brilliant information, but also we want it to be examined over the course of a couple of days, I think. Any objection to that?
No, I
Cool.
fully agree on that.
Get Knifing in here.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Knifing. You awake and learn that Aggie is, in fact, a player in this game.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Enjoy. Let's see if
Right.
Lyra deems us worthy of her interest. Still no. Okay, let's go back. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Sorry, I was mid conversation and I was just like, I can't leave. They're talking about the Scottish national anthem and I don't know which one it is.
It is illegal in Scotland to leave in the middle of a conversation about the Scottish national anthem, as we all know. It's a totalitarian state up there. Lyra, who would you like to dream?
Oh, I would like to dream Chiz, please.
You choose Chiz and learn either Virgin or Pucker.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, yes, chose Virgin or Pucker there because, of course, Chiz is the Virgin, so I've got no choice. But a Pucker could have, a demon, any demon could have, the Virgin's ability via the boffin. So, that both of those are believable, even if Chiz's ability goes off. I know you know this, Nikki, but, you know, just doing this for the benefit of our viewers.
It's for chat.
Right, last...
Hey, you know me, I'm always a fan of giving chat extra info.
Some information. He's been doing it since the very beginning. It's those performer instincts that he has. Right, Aggie is going to learn clockwise. A very strong clockwise as well.
Hi.
Hello.
Aggie, you will be pleased, shocked, abhorred, probably amazed, possibly impoverished by the knowledge that your nearest evil player your nearest evil player is clockwise.
Towards George. How shocking. Thank you.
Enjoy. That is bad for George as well, because Lyra is going to call out Chiz's ability.
Chiz.
Although, having said that, if Lyra were evil, she could just be the boffin that gave Chiz the Virgin. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't think there's anything else we need to do, is there?
No, let's party and wake these lot up.
Cool. Okay. Here we go.
If they are the demon.
That's a demon. That's what you kill it.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. We don't know who the demon is. Well, actually, we do, and the demon does, and the minions do. But most of you don't know who the demon is. But of course, that is the aim of the game. So try to know who the. Always a good idea if you're on the good team to try to know who the demon is. That is my advice, my fisherman advice to all of you. Good luck.
It's very exciting. Magician confirmed.
Hello. I'll be very, very quick, Ben, but this is just a quick suggestion that if Seat 7 is a townsfolk and feels like nominating me, then Seat 7 should feel free to do so. And I don't expect it to say anything because it would have to nominate to use the speaky thing to nominate.
Okay.
Hope that's all okay.
We'll pass that on to Seat 7. Thank you.
Thank you.
But, like, you can be alive. Maybe that's fine enough. I don't know.
I say,
It's really up to you.
Don't keep me, because I'm the dreamer and I'd like my information to at least be able to back people up.
I mean, it's so tempting to do it on a night because it could be so confirmatory
you know what?
if you get something wacky.
Actually, you know what? Do it on a night. Don't tell me which. But
Perfect.
I've
It will
managed
happen
to like confirm myself as an innkeeper before. Let's see if we can do it again.
Yeah, okay, that sounds fun.
All right,
Alright,
cool. I
that's
wish you
fun.
the best of luck then.
Yeah, cheers.
What a good boffin ability is here, but I guess Dreamer.
I'm not sure either. Sounds good. Alright, take care, Raj.
Cheers. I guess seamstress if there's no magician.
In that conversation, because only the boffin and the demon know what the ability is.
Oh yeah, fair. I didn't know if that was like a rule for the Seat 7 stuff. So we don't know what minion the Seat 7 is.
No idea at all. There is a damsel in play.
Perfect, that's JC. I'm pretty sure JC just claimed Innkeeper to me.
If
which
you
is one of the
guys
blocks.
really want, you can ask me to speak for Seat 7 right now, and I'll tell you what minion they
No.
are.
That's fine.
It's
We'll wing it.
probably
No,
not
no,
optimal.
later. No, not optimal. Not going to use it. We're just going to find out.
Yeah,
But
JC
JC, I think, is
is
probably an
fascinating.
outsider. He's claiming.
Yeah.
JC's probably the damsel. JC claimed Innkeeper, which is a bluff. Well, you know, it's the bluffing thing. And so.
If he gets anywhere near the block, I will pick him.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I'm claiming Innkeeper away because I was going to cancel that bluff. It seemed fine. Just
the main keeper? Okay.
Yeah. It seems fine if, like, I die and then people think the innkeeping has stopped and Tiki hasn't. Of course it has,
Sure.
but
Or you could claim one of the other bluffs. Have you already claimed anyone?
I've hard
I
claimed to
Noble.
Lyra.
Okay. So I hard claim Noble. I haven't shared my pings. VI and Fish are the other two. Village Idiot and Fish. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with Innkeeper. I think it's useful to have pretend drunkenness going around.
Okay.
And obviously you can pick different people to me. I've told Lyra's the dreamer, by the way. I've told her I will pick her on a night.
Okay, I'm going to pick her probably lots of nights. That sounds like a plan.
Nice one.
Okay, thanks.
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Nice hat there.
Thank you.
What are you comfortable with doing?
Oh, I'll just tell you, I am a spent seamstress that picked 2 players, one of which is the recluse.
Oh, I already chatted with the recluse, and they've relayed this information to me. I'm the balloonist, and I saw Aggie as my first ping.
Perfect. All right.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay.
That is problematic on so many levels.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe you're good for now, so I'm just going to assume that that's the case.
But now I was thinking one of my noble things was probably going to be evil, but now I don't know.
Yeah,
kind of believe that. So I mean, someone could be evil in there. In addition, you could just register as good, but also, I don't like that. I'm probably not going to want to kill any of them, at least for now. Then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thanks, Mel.
Good luck, bye.
Good luck. Alrighty, cheers.
I think it really depends on what the storytellers do with it. So I would say I think there's potential for it to be more fun, yeah, but I think it would be a harder one for it to storytell.
Right, cool. For chat's benefit, we're doing if seat 7 drew your token, how fun would the game be likely to be out of 10? I'll say, like, if we're assuming the average game is a 5 or a 6, which obviously we all know it's like a 9, but if we're assuming the average game is like a 5 or a 6,
one sec.
I will say, yeah, I know, but I'll answer my own. I'll say a 7 or 8 for me.
A 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to ask you,
7.
Would you want a barber swap with seat 7 blindly?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's go back.
Too late, Raj.
We should talk tomorrow.
I might need to
Let's
refresh.
talk tomorrow.
Oh, I can hear you now, Rez. That's weird.
That was weird, yeah, because I wasn't muted at all.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to this weird game on this even weirder app. There are 12 of you alive. That means 6 votes required if you wish to execute someone today. Nominations are open. Don't all jump in at once.
The temptation to self-nominate, so I'm technically nominating Ben, but I can't.
It's not my information to share, but I've heard secondhand of a seamstress ping that is a 50-50 on whether it's worth actioning. So people closer to the information than me, what do we want to do with it?
Ah, good. An exact coin flip. What an excellent addition to the strategic knowledge of this town.
50-50 is slightly better odds of evil than most people, right?
I suppose it is.
Well, as if it's the one I've heard about. I was told I was in a seamstress pick, and I'm the recluse, so I wouldn't put too much attention into that.
That's the one I was referring to.
Oh, in which case, I will nominate Ryan, please.
Cheers. Tell us why you have nominated Ryan.
Ryan, I'm very sorry we didn't get to talk, but I've heard of a different seamstress pick, which is apparently a no between my neighbours, and I'm choosing to interpret closer to the information as meaning sitting next to the information, so that's why I did it.
Ryan.
That's fair. We are often on opposite teams, Chiz. I might nom you back. I'm fine dying, but I'm just good, and I am a noble with the recluse in my pings, for what it's worth.
Okay, we are looking for 6.
Ryan, is seat 7 in those noble things by any chance?
They are not.
I love the idea of Ryan taking seat 7 off to a chat and saying, "Are you good or evil this game?"
and then we use seat 7's one response to go, "Fuck off, Ryan."
I'll nominate Chiz.
Knifin nominates Cheers and is immediately executed and dies, and we all go to sleep. Ha 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 ha.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Oh. Cheers, are you claiming virgin by any chance?
I absolutely not.
Alright, good
I
stuff.
was so worried we were going to need to start carrying the game.
Yeah. When Ryan was like, "I might nominate you back, Cheers," I'm like, "You better not, Ryan."
No,
Please don't.
It's a trap.
Okay, so, first off, we are over to...
Well, does the innkeeper...
Yes, it does, so let's get JC in first and ignore whatever he does.
Hello, hello.
Hello, JC, it's night, it's time to go down the pub. Who's coming to the inn?
There's too many good choices. This is not a problem I'm used to having as an innkeeper. I will choose Chiz and Resnora, please.
Chiz and Resnora. Okay, thank you. Alright, now let's get
and
right
now
in
the
here
other
for
innkeeper.
the real choice. Hello!
Hello.
So, your innkeeper ability happens first. Who would you like to pick?
I would like to pick Lyra, and let's go with Aggie, please.
Lyra and Aggie. Okay. And who would you like to kill?
I will kill Raj, please.
Okay. Raj it is. Alright, thank you. Well, first of all, that's the damsel gone. So that's...
That's rough for evil.
Given that the theme of this World Cup seems to have been back-to-back damsel victories, though, I don't mind.
Yeah.
So we're obviously making Lyra drunk out of those two, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
This is so much fun. I'm just like... I'm like a kid in a sweet shop here. Let's get Lyra in here. I'm going to give Lyra, unless you've got an opposition, I'm going to give Lyra the most nonsensical bullshit information possible. And because none of the... Because Ryan's bluffing... Ryan is bluffing Noble. George is the one bluffing Innkeeper, and he's not going to say he picked Lyra. So that's going to confuse her. And if he does say he picks Lyra, it's going to make him look good. So I think in both scenarios, giving information that, like, very quickly giving Lyra some info that's drunk is a good thing. What do you think?
Yeah. And if she does pick seat 7, boom dandy it is.
Absolutely. 100%. Let's get Lyra in here. Oh, she's not picking up again. Oh, damn it, Lyra. I'm just going to keep spamming her until she answers.
Talking about Scottish national anthems.
Lyra,
Fried Mars bars.
This is more important than whatever bullshit conversation you're currently having. Pick up the phone!
Sorry.
Sorry to disturb you, Lyra.
Sorry.
It's okay. Who do you want to
try
pick?
to vote away from you, Brits.
Could I please dream? You know what? Aggie, please.
You choose Aggie, and you learn either Oracle or Boffin.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
No worries. Yeah. Because not only is that going to look weird, but it's also going to possibly make Lyra think that Oracle's a demon bluff.
Which sells Alex down the river.
Yeah. Oh, Boffin, such a good character. Right, over to that Alex now, who is going to correctly learn that there are 0 dead evil players. Hello.
Oh.
You will be abhorred to learn, Alex, that there are 0 dead evil players on this night too.
And I was really hoping to get a weird number if I was an indication of being drunk in someone's bar. But I'm good with that. Thank you for my
sober
zero.
as a judge, I'm afraid. Enjoy.
I will cherish the number and I'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye. Fantastic. Do you know what I can't stop thinking about, Nikki? That strawberries and cream flavour Pepsi that you gave me. Have you still got some? I've seen it in a few.
It's so nice.
I've seen it in a few shops and had a few cans since, and I am It's limited edition though, right? We're probably not going to see it
I
again.
think so, yeah. They've also got a cream soda one going, but it's not as good. The strawberry
Yeah,
and
it's
cream
not
one
going to
is-
be. Oh well. Anyway, now that we've had that important conversation, let's wake everybody up. Here we go.
We're hoping for a sponsorship, yeah.
Yeah. Come sponsor me, Pepsi. I drink Pepsi. This is Pepsi Max right here. It's my soda of choice. Let's do the sponsorship. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm afraid Raj is no longer with us.
And this death was sponsored by Pepsi Strawberries and Cream.
Nice. Honestly, you've written around once and suddenly it's an ad stream. Well.
Did you kill me?
You're not a Baron, are you?
I'm not. What are you?
Well, I am some very good news for you because I've got a deal with the Undertaker and I get to check how evil a recently dead person might be. And as only one person died, I may have some information that tells me, as an oracle, I've got a 0, so I trust you as a dead player.
Hey.
I know, exactly. This is our relationship works well, whether you're alive or not. I love you as a corpse or as a breath of fresh air.
Oh, love me as a corpse, huh?
I'm into dead things. I'm an oracle, remember?
Yes, that is how they work.
Yeah, my preference is dead people.
I believe that. I think Knifin was good, obviously, and then
I'm ignoring Knifin. I'm just making you feel good about yourself.
I appreciate it. Honestly, I feel like what an underrated part of death is aftercare.
With 3 out of the 4 of us and wondering why the hell we're all still alive, or you die before us, and that's nice ablative armor.
That's what I'm hoping happens, to be honest.
Sounds good. Incidentally, anything... Oh, sorry. I was quickly going to throw in anything you claim to me. I am going to whisper to Knifin because there is no spy on the script. So regardless of me, regardless of Boffin, he is fully confirmed.
Yeah, 1 second. He's alone in town square for some reason, so let's just bring him.
Because that's what happens to completely confirmed players.
Yeah, they're just... I'm sorry to drag you away from C7, but just to confirm that what I told Chiz, I'm the innkeeper. I'm going to protect Chiz and then either Reznor or Orion for as long as all 3 of them are alive. Aggie gave me Shugenja and said that she'd lied to you about the information yesterday, Chiz, so I was just passing that on as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Aggie was in my balloonist ping, first balloonist ping, and I got from her Shugenja.
Either X or Boffin last night, so I am now extremely worried. So Chiz we can possibly trust for a while, but he will likely have to die before the end of the game.
Fair. For what it's worth, the word on the street is you to Rez. Right side of the room is basically all probably good, unless Chiz is Walkman.
Yep.
So I kind of am leaning that way too. Mal is in my noble pings. I've only shared my pings with Chiz and Knifin. I forgot Chiz could be Boffin before I did that. But yeah.
I'd say we could probably quite comfortably get rid of Mal once we sort of either confirm or get a couple of days out of an oracle, and then I think they'll be quite happy to die at that point.
That's fair. We could, but Mal is also kind of reading good, so I don't mind leaving.
Yeah, I do kind of just believe them, but I'm also very bad at reading Mal because they always sing it to me.
Fair.
Because they're always quite
Cool.
calm. So yeah, that's fine. All right, I wish you the best luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Understand, or it has to be George, because I've heard of something backing up Lyra.
Oh, you have? George has just claimed innkeeper to me.
Ooh, I've heard that claimed elsewhere as well.
Ooh, okay.
That is indeed spicy.
Okay, well, feel free to nominate George if you want. What's backing up Lyra?
Unfortunately, the information comes straight from Seat 7, so I can't out it. It just wouldn't be fair to... I'm a strict believer in players should out their own information, so I'll wait for Seat 7 to say it publicly.
Okay, I'll go talk to Lyra myself.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Well, well, well. These people think they're too good to come back to the town square, do they? Unbelievable.
Can't pal. Seat 7 was
There
here
we go.
ages ago.
Finally, yeah, come on.
All right.
Seat 7's been here all day. Right, welcome back, everybody. 2 dead, that means 10 alive. 5 votes required. Nominations are open.
Could I nominate George, please?
JC, why, oh why, oh why, oh why do you want to kill George?
It's not even because it's George. I mean, it's partly because it's George. I have.
Is it because
reason to
there's a
trust-
sprinting man with a greatsword on his back behind your head? Is that why you've nominated George?
That's just always there. I pretty much trust knifing clockwise to Resnora, and Raj is dead, and I know I'm good. So it's got to be 3 from 5 for me for the evil team. And there's a pretty reasonable evil ping on George. Not like Ironclad, but pretty solid.
George?
Yeah, I think I know the ping you're talking about. I'm the innkeeper. It's not the worst thing in the world if you want to execute me to deal with it. But I'd sort of rather be alive. I think I might be able to confirm myself.
You've confirmed yourself to me, and that's good enough.
Interesting.
We are looking for 5.
How have I done that?
Double claiming me.
Heard other innkeepers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, JC. Talked over you just as you were saying.
I'm the innkeeper. George is lying in the evil.
6 is enough.
Is George the Boom Dandy and JC's evil and there's doing a thing here? How'd that get 6 votes?
I think because the accusation was pretty solid. He might be the Boom Dandy. I don't know.
I also think
It
there's...
was.
I mean, I was aware of the double claim because I received it yesterday, and of the 2 of them, I was more suspicious of George. So.
And I think there might be some other information via Shigenja.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I mean, in that world, the Shigen, like if George and I were evil together, the Shigenja always points at the Boom Dandy over the demon, so we can't really take that into account.
Thanks, JC.
You're welcome.
Any other nominations?
I
What is
don't have
with
a
them?
nomination,
Good.
but I have a question for town. Has anyone heard of an oracle in the streets?
Yes.
I have.
Cool. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Yeah, there was an oracle in the street, oracling all over the place, yes.
Was that in the streets or between the sheets?
Whatever you want. We won't shame otherwise.
So
Okay, well, with that revelation, I'm going to end the day unless I hear any nominations. In 5.
I think evil's on the left side. Doesn't
4,
that
3,
read like a
Might
Boom Dandy?
2,
Andy, this is fine.
1. George is executed and dies. Everyone goes to sleep.
Wow.
Worst
Redaction.
boom dandy ever.
Was it the Boom Dandy? Oh,
Okay, that is bad luck for baddies.
It's interesting though because nobody can get any form of read on Seat 7, and so therefore, like, there's a potential in which Seat 7 just wins it for evils by just doing nothing.
Perhaps, possibly. I mean, I have been told that there is a tendency on this script for Seat 7 to become the demon and then just lose the game because it can't properly defend itself.
That's why we really need the Dreamer to dream Seat 7.
Yeah. Let's get JC in here and see what he doesn't do.
Hello.
JC, the innkeeper was executed, and yet here they are, waking up.
It's wild, isn't it? George could be good, but it's always fun to get him killed.
Who do you want to
It's
protect?
more fun to solemnly protect 2 people. One of them is going to be Chiz. There's too many good candidates for this third one. Do I choose Aggie? Do I choose Ryan? Do I choose Rez? I said I'd bounce it between Rez and Ryan, so I'll choose Ryan tonight, please.
Chiz and Ryan. Okay, thank you. Alright, Let's get Ryan in here. Got to fight the urge to tell Ryan JC's choices because it
Yeah.
feels so similar to a lunatic. Okay, Ryan, who do you want to protect as the innkeeper?
Do I get that ability? Isn't Chiz the boss?
Oh no, good point. Yeah, George is dead, so you don't get to do that anymore. Sad times.
I was like, yeah.
Oh well. Well, who do you want to kill then?
I really did want to, protect people, but I think I will kill. Aggie, please.
Okay. Aggie it is. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. And we've just got Lyra and Alex. So we're now back to telling Lyra the truth. Let's get her in here. Hello.
Hello.
They answer.
I'm sorry.
No Scottish chat's going on.
No Scottish chat. I would like to dream Alex, please.
You choose Alex, and you learn either Oracle or Imp.
Ooh, so Aggie's the boffin. Lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Should have
How does
chosen
that make
Vigor
Aggie the
Mortis in
boffin?
hindsight because we told her Oracle or Boffin last night when she was drunk.
Oh yeah.
So what that's going to look like is possibly that Aggie is a Vigor killed minion.
Yeah.
But either way, like the explanation for Lyra's info being weird, I don't think is something that they're going to figure out. They're not going to figure out that the innkeeper is really the drunk and that the boffin was giving the demon the innkeeper ability because it's so labyrinthine. So she'll probably think either she
Might
is the
think that
drunk.
JP's the demon.
Yeah, might think that JC's the demon. Could think that Knifin is a Vigor killed minion. There's a whole bunch of things that. Well, actually, no, Knifin died to Chiz. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of things. But more likely, I think most people are just going to disbelieve Lyra. Well, let's get Alex in here, who's going to learn that there is one dead evil player.
Hello.
Alex, hello. Things have changed. There is now one dead evil player.
Oh, I'm glad we are making progress.
Yeah,
And,
perhaps.
We'll see. Thank you very much. I look forward to more numbers in due course.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. That's it. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Here we go then. Good morning, everybody. A jovial laugh in the night heralds something that's not funny at all: the death of Aggie.
Oh no, that was such a useful role.
By KFC.
I'm annoyed. I was
You're
50-50
left
in protecting you.
I was going to come after Aggie, I think, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah, me too.
That was.
You were already in a different conversation.
What are you gonna do? All right.
Timias.
Shugenjo Boffin.
Yeah. Yeah, I was the Shugenja with the clockwise, and that's why George died.
What are you gonna do? Okay, so if George is evil,
Could still be Lyra.
you think Lyra?
Could be.
Oh, just the Shugenja info, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, George is in a double claim. I'm trying to figure out, well, who would really be in a double claim here as a minion?
Apart from the Boom Dandy.
Yeah, because George is not the Boom Dandy, unless he was Innkeeper protected and JC's telling the truth. But I don't think JC.
It could be that Seed 7 is the demon who didn't share the gloves with their minions.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, that's totally true. I just have George as Baron for now. I'd be okay looking at Lyra. Seed 7 could be demon. Oh, if only I could dream Seed 7. I think Ryan's probably good. Then Malachon and Rose, I don't have great reads on. Knifen's good. Chiz is a... I don't know. If Chiz is the demon, they're the demon, right? We can deal with it later.
Yeah,
What are
have
you
you
thinking?
spoken to Chiz at all? Because I think Chiz told me Lyra was the dreamer.
I will go investigate that.
Yeah, maybe do that. Lyra might be the Boom Dandy, who knows?
Who knows? Alright. See,
Okay, well done.
that would trigger, so that doesn't seem plausible. So I think like it's like I think it's like a Vigor Kill minion or something. That would be maybe what I would be considering.
If Aggie's Vigor Kill minion, that's fun for framing me later when Chiz gets killed.
Yes.
What read do you have on Alex? And I'm so dumb. I was going to say what read do you have on Alex and C7, but there's a flaw. What read do you have on Alex?
I mean, C7 is not giving me very much, I'll be honest with you. Alex has claimed farmer to me. I asked him whether he wanted to be in kept, and he was like, sure, that seems like it might get me killed in the long term if you save me. So that seemed fine.
Raj told me I should take a fisherman to final 3, and I don't know who that's meant to be.
I don't have a fisherman on my grimoire.
No, me neither. Cool. I think Alex is unlikely to die in the night just because so many people seem to be trusted who aren't him.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, you know, Ryan, I'll happily say something for you. It's entirely possible you're evil and just took Noble as a bluff. Like, I have no way of knowing that whatsoever. But I think you're really good.
What were the things, by the way?
I have not. I've only shared them with Knife and Chiz.
Okay.
No one else has them.
Yeah. If Alex is good, then placing the evil team gets quite wonky, I think.
Yeah.
Alex is probably... Alex read really evil when I spoke to him.
So, I guess...
I mean, I think I know who it has to be, but they told me something else, so...
Okay, fair enough. Maybe they lied to me.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, Marshall.
I think it has to be a 0 or a 1, so we'll see.
Hopefully it's a 1.
Yeah.
That they picked them, so they were. I was like, "There's so many evils running around. It was brilliant."
I don't. This sounds like a very strange script.
Yeah, it was a.
Yes.
I've got a mountain of plushies
I
behind
can't
you.
hear
Let's go.
you! Oh no!
Oh no, I can't hear you.
Oh, I think we're gonna have to leave and try again.
I can hear both of you.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
hear
I'm
Aggie.
gonna go to the tower.
I don't think that's going to solve it, Aggie.
Was that just me or everyone?
It was everyone.
Okay.
Okay,
Alex,
JC. Everyone in chat really wants to know what game is that? Is that Zelda behind you?
Yes, Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, there we go.
You're welcome, chat. My husband is playing Tears of the Kingdom in the background.
Welcome back, everybody. There are now 8 of you alive. I will point out, it's not been relevant yet, but seat 7 doesn't count for votes, so technically 7 of you, but that's still 4 votes required. But do keep that in mind as you continue to progress through this game. Nominations are open.
Aggie, have you been open with what role you were? Or
Yeah,
you keep it to yourself?
think like 90% of town knows.
Are you willing to say publicly? Because
Yeah, Shugenja towards George and you, so you're my next
excellent.
target.
Yeah. Have you? Yeah, I'm having trouble building that being true information in a way that I find satisfying. Lyra, how confirmed are you?
Quite.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have heard of very strong information clearing Lyra. Unfortunately, I will wait for Seat 7 to tell everyone else. I don't want to out their info for them.
I think Lyra's only the demon if there's a boffin, and they have a boffin ability.
I mean, we're down to probably 2 of Boom Dandy, Scarlet Woman, and Boffin as the minions, right? Because there's not been any evidence of Harpy Madness. There's not enough outsiders.
Yep,
I think
agreed.
There might be enough outsiders. Like a Vig Baron world works for me, I think.
Vig Baron is doable.
Vic Baron with Drunken Damsel, sure. Or if, like, you're the same.
Sorry, does anyone know if I've been innkeepered at any
You have
point during
not.
this game?
Yeah, to be clear, I'm the magician, not the innkeeper. The double claim
Okay.
has been resolved.
I'm just gonna out my information then. I'm the dreamer. There's a non-zero chance I am drunk, but I am somewhat confirmed still. Kind of. It's weird. So I dreamt the Virgin on Chiz. I dreamt Chiz on night one as Virgin or Puka. Hence why when Chiz is like, I'm the Puka, I'm like, please stop, you're making me scared.
Oh dear, sorry.
Because I then dreamt Aggie as either the Oracle or the Boffin. So I was equally terrified. I last night dreamt Alex as the Oracle or the Imp. So my information's a bit all over the place,
Ooh.
and I've been told Oracle twice. Which is why I'm
Lyra,
entertaining worlds where I am actually the drunk.
Lyra, your information last night on me was correct. I am the Oracle.
Second call.
In which case, Aggie is the Boffin, and we have a Vigor Mortis game.
I was
also-
wondering about that.
I also got a 1 last night. I got a 0 on the second day when we wrote back up after Raj, and Knifin died to a virgin. So I'm happy Knifin very much helps me with a 0. Happy with Raj being a 0. And then ticking up to a 1 with George and Aggie, and that makes really interesting triangulation.
Yeah, I think realistically one of the two of us has to be evil unless someone's got
Final
really
call.
bad information.
Could I nominate seat 7, please?
JC, tell us why you have nominated seat 7, aka Nikki.
It feels weird doing this because obviously, you know, it's the fun point of the script, but also there's loads of people who aren't seat 7 and have, like, you know, voices and stuff.
There's loads of people who aren't seat 7.
Yeah, who I trust.
I love that
More
sentence.
importantly, I'm like, I can build evil worlds that don't include seat 7, but it's so much easier to build ones that do include seat 7. Yeah, that's kind of
Okay, I think seat 7's going to decline to respond for now, and wait and see how many votes we get. So let's. Okay, seat 7 is going to respond, Nikki, unless you've got any major opposition to this.
Those are the same,
You-
aren't
I
they?
am muted. I very much think we should respond.
Okay, seat 7 responds and says, "We need to lift this now. I am the saint."
I fucking knew it!
Oh.
And just to add to that, that explains the outside account a bit better.
That was seat 7 saying that, sorry.
Malashan nominates Alex. Tell us why.
Dreamt is an imp, and I think there's a very viable world where Alex is indeed the imp. I kind of have a demon down to Lyra or Alex. Lyra stuff's kind of lining up with either being Boffin, Dreamer, or Dreamer. That leaves Alex as a good demon candidate, and we can come back to seat 7 on 3 if they are the saint or the demon.
Alex?
I just enjoy the dead. I don't create the dead. I'm just an Oracle.
Could we find a different verb than enjoy?
This reminds me of the first time I saw that Nintendo DS House of the Dead sequel, where you tapped on the screen to shoot zombies, and for some reason it was called Touch the Dead, which is the worst name for a video game I can possibly imagine. 5 votes required.
I mean, I do put that on my calling card. I have to say.
I don't really see Alex imp because I think
Neither do I.
I think I believe Aggie
Fine,
Vigor
is
killed
enough.
Boffin.
That's the only reason I didn't vote,
Yeah.
is I believe the Aggie Vigor killed Boffin, because I know the Shugenja information, at least on towards me, is incorrect. I can't speak for George, obviously.
I mean, I'm good.
They
Spoiler
are
alert.
evil as sin.
For me, this
Fairly
rules out a world, and I have 3 worlds,
Yeah,
I think, and we have 3
Love
kills.
everyone out.
so-
I think
Yeah.
Alex is probably. I think Alex is probably good, but I don't. I think we've got time to do this and know that Alex is almost
Yeah.
certainly good when the game continues.
Any
I
other
think
nominations?
also it's worth bearing in mind we've effectively got 7 votes because seat 7, and we know for a fact that I think in all worlds we have 2 evils alive.
5.
Right.
Yeah.
After Alex dies, yeah, I think Alex
Yeah.
is either way
Yeah.
good.
So we are not going to lift this
Well,
without evil votes.
Alex is
It's-
executed and dies. Everyone goes to sleep.
Sorry, Alex.
Right.
Alright, that was some good seat 7ing there, I think.
Yeah. I think it gives us... It also kind of hints towards Ryan to let him know, like, what we are.
Yeah,
As a boom dandy wouldn't do that.
No, yeah. And there's no evidence of a harpy, so Ryan's got to know now that seat 7 is the Scarlet Woman. Let's get JC in here. This is interesting because if JC picks someone who Ryan kills, all of a sudden that's going to blow wide open some of the weirdness. So, and as the game draws on, it gets more and more likely to happen. Let's get him in.
Hello.
Hello. Who do you want to protect?
I mean, I think if I'm sober, then I die, and if I'm drunk, then it doesn't matter. But I will go with Chiz and Resnora, please.
Chiz and Resnora. Cool. All right.
Actually,
thank you.
yeah, Chiz and Resnora. Sorry, I was wavering and thinking about doing Seat 7 instead, but no, I want that bitch to die.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you. All right, let's see what Ryan does.
Hello.
So, Ryan, what did you think to Seat 7's defense?
I love it. I love it. Do I Star Pass? Do I not? I probably won't Star Pass.
What do you think Seat 7 is? Do you have any idea?
Scarlet Woman would be my guess. Scarlet Woman would probably be my guess.
Okay.
Boom Dandy, not likely with the Saint claim. Harpy, there's been no evidence of it. Baron, I think we've only got the 2 outsiders, so I think has to be Scarlet Woman, I think. That's my guess, anyway.
Alright, cool. Well, who do you want to kill?
Malashan, please.
Malashan it is. Thank you.
Thanks.
And JC potentially being the innkeeper continues.
Yeah.
You love it. You absolutely love it. Alright, let's get Lyra in here. I think anyone that isn't Seat 7 gets seen as a demon now, and I think that demon has to be Vigor Mortis.
Yeah.
Unless it's Chiz, in which case we say Pucker again. Yeah. Unless it's Malashan, in which case we say a minion because they've just died in the night. That minion should probably be Baron. Yeah, cool.
No, can't be Baron with Recluse claim.
It can be Baron with Vigor Mortis Baron, which would be Balloonists, Drunk. Oh yeah, no, you're right, yeah. So we probably say Imp, make it look because a Star Pass would be pointless, wouldn't it? So it would probably be. Yeah, I think
Boffin.
Imp would probably Boffin. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, because it makes either way. Lyra's info is confusing. Let's get her in here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Lyra. Who would you like to dream a dream of?
I'd like to dream Seat 7, please.
You choose Seat 7, and you learn either Saint or Scarlet Woman.
Ooh, what a twist!
Okay. Right, yeah, cool. Let's wake these guys up. Good morning, everybody. And it is good morning for everyone except for Malashan, who died in the night.
Hey kids, how's it going?
It's good.
Okay, I got a P, so be entertaining, JC.
Fuck, I'm really bad at that.
I will say all 3 of my noble pinks are dead.
Okay. Sweet. Are you willing to say who they are now, then?
Yep, Malashan, Aggie, and Alex.
Malashan,
I think it's Aggie of those 3.
Yeah.
That kind of backs into...
Of course Lyra will think I'm evil for the rest of the game.
I think probably one of you is evil.
Okay.
I don't know which one. You're good at pretending to be good, almost like it's the point of the game. But you're very good at coming off as good when you're a dead evil player, I think.
So is Lyra there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Everyone has.
That's why we're here. And also, I'm just not good at being outed evil. It's not the same thing. But yeah, it's honestly not me. Like George flippy flopping between whatever.
I am suspicious of George just him claiming magician publicly. I think if he was actually the magician, he would have been very happy to be framed as evil for longer and seeing if he could get an evil player out. So I don't think he's the magician. I think he's more likely actually evil, which makes me more inclined to trust you, which makes me less inclined to trust Lyra. What would your team be if you're in the world in which you're good and your information is good? Is your team George, Lyra, and one other, or
it could still be Seat 7 as a demon with the same name, and it could be Chiz with buffined virgin ability as whichever demon he might be.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to Raj? What is he claiming? Because he claimed Dreamer to me.
Raj is claiming farmer who's confirming someone, and I don't know who the someone is.
Oh. So
there's a very fun
Raj-
world in which he's the demon confirming a scarlet woman with a straw pass, but
Yeah.
cross that bridge.
Hmm.
Presumably,
So wait.
it would
So
be
Raj
Ryan or Rez.
Rash started as a farmer, and then somebody else became a farmer. Yeah, just to clear that.
That's what he's told me. Yeah.
Yeah, Knife In. Knife In could have seen Aggie for being the drunk, but that doesn't get us anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I think we're just spitballing at this stage, but it's been highly entertaining, so thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks.
I was reading better than Lyra, I think.
I think so too. I think my demon candidates right now are like JC and Lyra are my main ones. And Reznora could just be sailing through with the Seamstress Bluff.
True as well. Okay.
I'm not worried about Seed 7. I think they are actually just the same.
That's for now. Sounds good. Yeah, I agree. There's no reason to go after Seed 7 until the final turn.
Probably JC today, no?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
He's unlikely to be good if he's the innkeeper, like never protects anyone.
Yeah, well, I mean, JC.
Can't be bigger poisoned by Aggie.
Welcome back, everyone.
I've not failed to protect anyone. I've just protected people who haven't died that night.
Yeah.
All right, 3 votes required. Nominations are open.
Yeah. I may as well do this then. I nominate JC.
Chiz, tell us why you have nominated JC.
Mostly so that Ryan would quit in disgust. Yes, sorry, JC. You came in on the tail end of the conversation. I think there is a world, like we said, where you could be a missing evil, either intentionally getting in double claims with George or just unluckily. And if you are good, then I think your utility is limited, given that there's no one confirmed to protect. Because Boffin. There was other reasoning which I made sure I understood when Mal said it, and now I've forgotten. Sorry.
Sure. There is nothing from what I can tell confirming me in either direction. If socially you think that I'm playing evilly, then I would rather die now than later. I think... I mean, from my admittedly biased perspective, I think I've been pretty good here. I was very quick to pursue the double claim of George. I think the nominations I've been making have been things Towners broadly wants, and then when Seat 7 claimed Saint, I helped lift it after Raj told me that he wanted me to. But yeah, like that. I don't think, despite there being a living Dreamer claim, I don't think anyone alive is, including myself, can be ruled out from being a demon candidate. So if you think I'm one of the top 2, then kill me.
3 required.
To be clear, the most socially evil thing you have done is claim Innkeeper. Apart from that, you're doing fine.
I'm not claiming Innkeeper because I am a different thing.
3 is enough. Any other nominations?
Wait, are you not Innkeeper?
No, I am.
Oh, okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
I think I am going to nominate someone else just because I have been keeping I've been a buffer from the demon targeting Chiz, and I think that's worth keeping up. Lyra, could you very quickly go through your dreams again? Sorry.
I have dreamt in order Chiz as Virgin Puka, Aggie as Oracle Boffin, Alex as Oracle Imp, and then Seat 7 as Saint or Scarlet Woman.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm Vigor Poisoned.
I think I'm going to nominate Lyra.
Okay. JC, tell us why.
The Aggie dream feels weird to me. Aggie has changed her claim to Shugenja in this game, but not from Oracle. And I think that if she was evil, it's much more likely you would have seen either Shugenja or the thing she was bluffing beforehand. I am more inclined to believe Aggie is good than George, because George openly claims magician, and I think if he actually was the magician, he'd be fine with people thinking he was evil once he was dead, because it might make an evil player out to him. And instead he immediately was like, it's okay guys, I'm the magician, which to me read a lot more like he was evil than good. If we think Alex is good, then him having an Oracle 1 after Aggie and George died implies that Aggie is good and Lyra dreamt Aggie wrong. So I think that right now my evil team is George, Lyra, and someone else, probably seat 7, but potentially one of Ryan or Resnora, whichever one is not hard confirmed.
Lyra.
I won't make this tight, but I would like to move it if Town agrees.
Lyra.
I agree. My information seems quite weird. The getting the double Oracle definitely threw me for a loop, which is why I immediately asked if someone had kept me that day and if Aggie was the Oracle. I don't know if Aggie was willing to be clear with her role, because I didn't know if she was claiming Oracle or not. I hadn't spoken to either Aggie or Alex on day 2 or 3. My information could be guff. I don't know what the source of it would be. Maybe George is the drunk magician, and that's why I'm thinking I could be vigor poisoned. I'm also not 100% on it. I think the demon's in an awkward position of having to kill either me or Chiz, considering if I'm not exactly a demon frame, I'm quite good at finding the demon. But if this closes off worlds, it's fine. But often it's very hard to be confirmed, quote unquote.
Okay, we are now looking for 4.
So it's a lot easier for the demon to kill Chiz once I'm dead. Town doesn't want it, it's fine.
Sorry, JC. I think I'd be willing to lift to somebody other than
I'm
Lyra.
going to nominate someone else.
Interesting.
Any other
Lyra
nominations?
would like to nominate Ryan, please.
Lyra, tell us why you've chosen Ryan.
I trust Rez more than I trust Ryan in this case. I'm not 100% on lifting JC. My 2 candidates of Final Demon are JC or Ryan, who will then pass to their Scarlet Woman in seat 7. If Town wants to save JC, that he can potentially prove himself, but it's very easy to think. This nomination is for that, but if Town doesn't want it, I'm not going to overvote it or tie it or lift it.
Ryan?
Interesting. I am thinking Lyra is more likely evil. I kind of wish I'd maybe voted there. I do think JC's good, but yeah, whichever.
Still looking for 4.
Nope, go.
Yeah, Town doesn't want it.
Town doesn't want it. I think this closes off more worlds, JC. Sorry.
0's not enough. JC's about to die.
Ben, Nikki, I'd like to claim Minion and guess that JC is the damsel, please.
Thank you, George.
Fun.
Ending the day in 5.
You found the Oracle 1.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Interesting. You
2.
thought I was the damsel there. I don't know. I
1.
would have wished your Innkeeper so easily.
JC's executed and dies. Everyone goes to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, blatantly, I'm the damsel.
That was fun. Yeah, because of course they haven't considered the scenario where the innkeeper is the person who thinks they're the innkeeper is the drunk, so they think they must think that JC is the damsel.
It did make the most sense for that to be the guess.
Yeah.
How all the alive people. So yeah, no, that's and there is still everyone could still be a demon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ryan would be crazy to pass right now. Like he needs to kill Chiz while he can.
Yes.
Let's get him in here. Hello, Ryan.
Hello. I will kill Chiz, please.
Okay, Chiz it is. Thank you.
Don't know who the farmer is, but oh well. Thanks.
Well, neither do we.
Yeah. I'm intrigued as to what Ryan thinks is going on with the innkeeperness.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think JC might be the one to figure it out because he's usually pretty good at figuring out these kind of fringe worlds. But I suppose we shall see. Let's get Lyra in here and see what she does.
Hello.
Hello, Lyra. Who would you like to look at tonight?
Oh, it's got. You're just gonna show me his role and then bloody vigor or whatever the bloody demon is. It's got to be Ryan.
Okay. You choose Ryan, and you learn either noble or imp.
See, you were wrong.
I did say it would be his role in whatever the demon was, so no, I wasn't. Alright, thank you so much.
You said vigor.
I said vigor or whatever the demon was. I left myself open to fault here, Nikki. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's everything. Let's wake these guys up.
Yeah.
We trust C7's Saint claim. Yep.
But do we trust Chiz's dead claim?
Yeah, it wasn't
Ian furthermore gets.
Yeah, kind of. More than we used to, yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you knew this was the price of executing me, Chiz.
And I paid it gladly to avoid being in Final 3 with people talking about boffins. This is fine.
Oh, yeah. I was leaning that way, so I'm very happy you died. So.
C7, join me in the camp. I know. Oh, yes. I know this is going badly, but I think. Sorry, right. This is me and Seat 7 only, if you wouldn't mind. All right, look, mate. I think we're going to get away with it. You just need to keep your cool. Stop giving Resnora the side eye you've been giving all game. It's going to get you in trouble. Hey pals, it's fine. I think you've made is Casey the drunk innkeeper, which is why you were able to give us the boffin innkeeper ability.
Are you asking this of Seat 7, or are you asking this of me and Nikki?
No, Seat 7 has spoken. I'm speaking at you because obviously you can't answer, but I'm telling you what I think is happening because I was so certain that Casey was just claiming a bluff and thought he'd got lucky with it. So that's fine. That's fun. I probably should have been claiming it. Oh well. All right, I'll let you watch the other players actually talk to each other.
Thank you, George. Well, there we go. Someone figured it out.
Yeah. wait. We as Seat 7, we can vote, can't we?
No, we can't. No.
We can't.
No. Which is why Seat 7 doesn't count for. So if Seat 7's in Final 3, 1 vote required, because Seat 7 doesn't count.
That's funny.
Alex, I don't know. Ryan evil works in the world where it's Ryan, Aggie, Alex is the exact. Whoa, that doesn't work anymore because George has to be evil. Hold on a second.
Yeah, okay, no, fine. George, probably, yes, not just having fun. I'm
the dancer.
So, I thought you might be. I assumed you're keeping quiet about it. Alex clears you, so if Alex good and Malashan's just the... Oh, wait, noble thing's Ryan, and we're saying potentially...
I think George clears me by guessing at Damsel, but I think Seat 7, if they are the Scarlet Woman, could have caught it from someone, but they would have to catch it yesterday, so it would have been JC, so I don't think they...
Yeah, Alex would be the drunk still. Lyra gets that wrong, but why...
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes, why would Aggie be vigor killed? There's no reason.
Aggie's information is pointing directly at someone who's double claimed me and then damsel guessed me. I'm pretty sure Aggie's just good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with reasons why Lyra got bad info.
Yeah, I can't figure out why I got bad information if I wasn't inkept at any point. The only other thing I can think of is I'm actually the drunk.
If you're good, then drunk. Yeah.
Are we trying to catch the demon today, or are we going to sleep?
I think we can go to sleep.
But how...
Right, we have an evil dead.
We've got one dead evil. I'm
Yeah,
not
we've definitely got
quite
one dead
sure
evil
where.
in George.
What?
I think the other two are Ryan and Seat 7.
Interesting.
Okay, you okay there, Aggie? You bit chilly.
I'm just cold. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry, I forgot to mute my mic. Was there noise? That's me.
It was a nice bit of ASMR. I enjoyed it. Second call for nominations because it sounds like you're not going to nominate.
Sleep.
Sleep. Sorry. Sleep.
In that case, let's call it in 5,
Sleep. Sleep.
4,
Sleep.
3, 2, 1. No executions. Good night. Okay, this is interesting. I think... Does Ryan have to leave Lyra alive as a potential demon?
I think so. Boffin's Dreamer.
I think it might actually be optimal to kill seat 7.
Quite possibly. Either seat 7 or himself.
Yeah? I think if Ryan kills himself, everyone will think Ryan star passed to seat 7. For the benefit of newer viewers in chat, first of all, I'm sorry that this is your first experience. I shouldn't be using terms like star pass, which is some nonsense slang that we have in this community. The imp, of course, can attack itself in the night, and a minion becomes the new demon. Well, let's see what Ryan does. Let's get him in here. Hello.
Hello. This is actually a really tough choice.
This is a real conundrum. We were just saying, like, we really don't know what the best option is here.
Yeah, I agree. Because, I mean, Lyra's going to push on me. I'm sure Lyra is going to dream me if she already hasn't. I think Rez might be the farmer because Raj seemed to not list Rez anywhere. So if Rez picked up the farmerhood, I don't want to kill Rez to give the farmerhood over to Lyra. And I know Lyra doesn't have it because everyone wants to kill Lyra. So the question is, do I kill myself and let it go to seat 7 and battle it off between Rez, Lyra, and seat 7? Or do I kill seat 7 and battle between me, Rez, and Lyra? And I'm leaning towards maybe even killing seat 7 here, which is not what I was really thinking about doing. Or myself for seat 7. I don't think I can kill Rez here. I will kill the tough one.
I think what you should factor into your decision is the fact that seat 7 cannot defend itself, whereas you can defend yourself. That's not doesn't necessarily mean that seat 7 is a better or worse option, but just keep that in mind. Do you want a potentially silent demon? Do you think that's better than a demon that will respond to being nominated?
I mean, I can still sway town, right? So either way, with me dying,
possibly. But I mean, if you're vehemently defending seat 7, then that might.
Fair. I will kill seat 7. Seat 7 dies. Let's roll the dice and see how this goes.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Now,
I was thinking about that.
I think Lyra's going to pick Resnora now and learn that Resnora is the seamstress, which is Resnora's been lying about being the farmer, right? Which might make Lyra look legit.
Yeah, again, boffin shenanigans.
Yeah. It would have to be an alive boffin right now, though, or a vigor kill boffin for that to be the case.
Well, no, possibly.
Yeah, maybe. Well, let's get Lyra in. Hello.
Hello.
Who would you like to look at?
Is it Ryan? Would Ryan have star passed, or is it Rez? No, Rez is the only one I haven't dreamt. That would be the smart thing to do.
So you choose Resnora?
I'm choosing Rez.
Choose Resnora, and you learn either seamstress or imp.
That didn't help. Okay, thank you.
No worries. I decided to go with imp there. I think most people think it's an imp at this point.
Yeah. Especially as George is an outer minion, and therefore there's no real helpful vigor worlds.
Yeah, definitely. And there's no reason for JC to think he's the drunk. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, here we go. Let's see who emerges victorious. This literally could go anyway. I genuinely have no idea who's going to win this.
I have no idea either. I don't no idea who is going to be executed today. Like, all three of them, there's nothing really massively for or against in either of them because of the boffin. Oh, this shows off how great boffin is.
Yeah.
The paranoia of the boffin.
This has been a great showcase for that minion, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm afraid seat 7 died in the night, which means only 3 of you left alive.
That's
okay.
Yeah, Ben died in the night.
That was supposed to be me.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, that's not terrible. At least we're not executing C7 last minute.
But I wanted to execute C7.
Yeah, I thought C7 was the demon.
Yeah. That's interesting.
2 minutes
what was
until I
your info?
open nominations.
Was that a star pass from seat 7?
Res Nora knows. It would be to me if it was, because I saw the seat 7 as a Scarlet Woman. Res Nora, I read as either the seamstress or the imp. So one of Ryan or Res Nora is the imp, and I don't know which one.
Cool.
But I think it's Ryan.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
So
I'm just good here. That is interesting. I'm leaning
the
towards
only-
Lyra. Rez, why are you thinking me over Lyra?
Because Lyra's, I don't know, Lyra's information just seems more
Often. Right?
I think, from my perspective, Lyra sat like yesterday. Lyra and I had a chat in which it felt like she was earnestly trying to pass her information, and she's definitely good enough at lying to have just been trying to waste my time. But it felt genuine to me.
So I'm dancing on a world where we have a Baron, and the same seat 7 is real.
Yeah,
because it's the only way that makes sense with my information between Aggie and Alex. Otherwise, I cannot figure it out for the life of me. The only way it doesn't... Actually, the only way it does work is if we killed Alex, who was actually the imp, and someone caught a star pass, either Rez or Ryan, and again, I would lean Ryan because Rez got the correct seamstress thing on Malashan. But also, you can do that as evil. But
Here's my thing. I think a lot of us were thinking Rez was good. Why on earth does seat 7 die there and not Rez? That's the part that I am.
why I'm worried.
Which is
in that world, Lyra, you've got wrong information on Aggie, and I can't explain that.
I would have to be the drunk, but then getting correct information on everyone else makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because I can understand being shown the Virgin on day 1, because they're probably going to proc. You show that correctly, right? But everyone else, I don't have a clue why. My
Nominations are open.
Unless
Like,
Aggie is actually evil, and we've got a Boffin and a
we were gonna
Baron.
Well, that's what Ben would want you to think, since you might be the drunk. So he showed you all good information apart from that one key bit.
In that world, I think Alex is possibly the drunk. Actually, no, that doesn't work. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't.
Like, I was thinking we were going to kill seat 7 there too. I think seat 7 was looking evil, so why would the demon kill seat 7? Right?
So
either
the
Rez
question.
or Lyra.
I
think, from my perspective, I obviously know one's the demon. I'm still leaning heavily towards Lyra. I think Lyra has a Boffin Dreamer ability. And this killing seat 7 was to frame me, I guess?
I think Lyra might be pulling one over on me, but I feel like if Lyra's the Boffin Dreamer, she doesn't give bad information, and there's in that world she's definitely giving bad information, which just like.
I can't think
Second
of
call for
opinion
nominations.
that I'm comfy on saying.
Say the drunk stuff. If seat 7 is actually good in that world, that would account for, there must be a drunk, and then say the outsider count is off.
We'd have me, Malashan, the Saint, and the Damsel.
I don't
then-
like this because I don't know.
From my perspective, I think Rez is really good. And so I think it's just Lyra. I know I'm good, and I think Rez is reading good. I think for me it's just easy peasy.
Interesting. I think Lyra's reading good.
Lyra's reading super good to me. They have to be the drunk.
Final call for nominations.
Lyra would like to nominate Ryan.
Okay, Lyra, anything to add to what you've already said?
Mechanically, there's no way to differentiate between Rez and Ryan. Both of their starting roles are easy to fake as evil. But this is my gut feeling, and it's the only thing I'm going on.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I am good this game, and Lyra is sounding not too bad, which is really problematic for me. I am good. I still think it's probably Lyra. I think it's just Lyra. I just don't see a world where it's Rez. Down, you'll do what you want, but I'm good.
Okay, I'll just remind you all, seat 7 will not at any point be voting, so just factor that into your decisions. 2 is the minimum required.
I'm trying to parse why seat 7 dies there, right?
That's why I'm.
It is weird.
That's the thing that.
It's weird in every world, though.
Any other
Ryan
nominations?
and JC the other day cleared this.
Lyra, are you good or evil this game?
You can't read me. It's fine. I'm good. You can't read me.
And are you actually the dreamer?
Yes. At least I think I am.
Rez, are you good or evil this game?
I am good.
And are you actually the seamstress?
Yes.
Ryan, are you good or evil this game?
I'm good.
And are you actually the noble?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad we did that. That was wonderful. Final call for nominations. I'm going to end
Best
the day.
round job ever.
I just need someone else to be able to read Ryan when he says.
I actually think it's Rez.
For
I don't know
You'll have to nominate them, Ryan.
how that happened. Ryan nominates Rez.
3. Ryan, tell us why you've chosen Resnora.
I was thinking it was Lyra until now, and I think maybe that's why Seat 7 was killed, because they do get the votes on Lyra, which makes me think the only reason why Rez killed Seat 7 is to throw suspicion onto the other people. I think it's just Rez now.
Resnora?
It is not me. I am the seamstress who got a yes off of the recluse and Ryan. I firmly believe that that was intended to make us believe that Ryan is good, but Ryan is actually evil. I'm in agreement with a lot of people in town that Lyra seems really genuine, and if she is the demon, fucking good job, because I believe that you are genuinely confused about your information and trying to solve it. And I know I'm good. I certainly wouldn't have killed Seat 7 because it sounded like we were all gonna kill Seat 7. So it's not me. Ryan is the one who brought that up, so I think it was Ryan.
We're looking for 6.
There's a balloonist. The balloonist adds me as the drunk, and this
I think
is actually the Scarlet Woman.
I think it's just Rez.
That works.
Raj, George.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
No, I'm not evil. I just got confused.
GG.
3's not enough.
It's not me.
Okay. Resnora, there is one nomination that can be made. Do you want to make it?
No, I do not.
Aw.
In that case, then, Ryan is executed and dies. The game is, of course, over. And the winning team is the good team. Congratulations, good guys. Wow. What a game. That was quite something, I have to say. Really, really entertaining from our perspective. Because of all the weird stuff that was happening. Let's talk about it. So we'll begin with Chiz, our virgin, who of course was the virgin. Some concern that Chiz might have been a boffined demon. Look at that adorable little cat giving Chiz a little congratulatory pat on the chin there. We had a damsel, Raj. Raj was our damsel. Did a very good job of covering that up. I believe you were pretending to be the farmer, right, Raj? Certainly the demon thought that Resnora was the new farmer going into the final night. Resnora, of course, was the seamstress, who on night 1 picked Malashan and Ryan and learned that they were on the same team because Recluse and Imp. Knifin was our balloonist, who added in an extra outsider. That extra outsider was JC the drunk, who received who received the innkeeper token, which enabled us to give Ryan the innkeeper's ability via George the Boffin, which is why Lyra got one night of completely nonsensical information because they were made drunk by the Boffin innkeeper. Aggie, of course, was the Shugenja, pointing towards George. Alex was an Oracle, who learned a 1 after George died, and Seat 7 was the Scarlet Woman.
Oh,
the damsel guess makes so much more sense now.
We had you paid from day one. It was, Casey's claiming a bluff. This is fine. We'll just leave him there. If he ever gets on a block, we'll just pick him.
Wow. I never considered both an innkeeper.
Same.
I mean, I didn't figure that out, but I figured out that you were good, Lyra, because I just didn't believe as demon that you would like give all good information except for one night of bullshit.
I used my good voice.
Good job, Raj, with the farmer thing. I didn't even question.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, I mean, well done to both teams there. That was
great.
That was a really hard fought. And I mean, going into that final night, me and Nikki had no idea who Ryan should kill. There was no perfect choice, no awful choice, and it was just it's always interesting when the demon's presented with such a dilemma as that.
I think if I thought Rez was not the farmer, I would have definitely killed Rez.
Yeah, I mean, I think killing Rez. There were people talking about Resnora potentially being a demon that had just flown under the radar, though. So I don't even think you needed to nominate Resnora at the end there, because the opinion on Lyra had changed to the point where you had to pretend to get a good read on her and then say it must be Resnora, right? So I think leaving Resnora alive wasn't actually the craziest of ideas, because you couldn't leave Seat 7 alive and pretend Lyra was good, because Lyra had already dreamed Seat 7 as not the demon.
You could have star passed.
Yeah, I suppose.
Thought about it.
Because I expected Ryan to either kill Rez or Star Pass, and I was like, let's check if Seat 7's thingy. And I was like, no. If I was good, I'd want to dream everyone who was alive, and dream Rez, then realize, oh, I'm just gonna get told of the demon.
That's all right.
Yeah. It is a tough one when Seat 7 is an evil player who can't vote in the final
Yeah,
day. Because even when the socials are really tight, there's just no margin for error whatsoever. You have to decisively win the hearts and minds at the end.
Yeah.
And that was never happening here because the game was well balanced on that.
Yeah, I have been told that it can be quite difficult when Seat 7 pulls the demon, because they basically can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The deciding thing for me was, like, Vez was genuinely disappointed, first whisper, when she found out that she was a seamstress who'd used it on the necklace. I was like, okay, yeah, I just believe this.
Yeah, because that meant my information was dodgy as hell.
Yeah.
Ryan was reading super minion to me the last day, so I was thinking maybe Ryan and Rez might be an evil team together, and Ryan just trying to draw the attention from Lyra's one nom.
Just building that world quite strongly to me.
Yeah. I had it wrong.
But that said, Ryan, you were reading socially very, very, very good at the beginning, mainly because you were willing to nominate somebody you didn't know was the Virgin, but it sold you really well for a very long time. I was really uncertain right at the end.
Oh my god, imagine Ryan nominated Chiz on day one.
Okay, if you enjoyed either of those scripts significantly more than the other, go to botc.app. That is botc.app, and you can click on the World Cup button and you can vote for your favorite. And we're gonna play a game. We're gonna do a third game. We're gonna be the players instead of the storyteller. We're gonna take a short break and then come back and do that. So don't go anywhere and watch these fantastic commercials that you're about to see. You will. You're gonna love them. You know you are. Alrighty, how we doing, everybody? We've got one more thing for you this evening. Just one cool little thing, and it's going to be a player perspective with this, what looks to be an absolute goddamn nightmare of a script. Here today, gone tomorrow by Raj, who incidentally will also be our storyteller. So let's get this on the road.
And that's when I spotted the thing.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
I will just remind everyone in chat, if you're still around, don't forget that next week we will be having the World Cup final. So the winner of tonight and the winner of last night will duke it out for our to be our winner and win the trophy.
Is there a physical trophy?
There is a physical trophy. We had it on display at the UK Games Expo.
I'm not sad that scripts that aren't mine are winning, but I am sad that I don't get the trophy.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Okay, we're fearmonger. We're gonna mong some fear. Who should we? I don't generally do a lot of nomination, so I think I'm probably just gonna pick someone who I think will fight to survive, and then nominate them later.
Hello. You learned that Lyra is your demon, and Dave B is your fellow minion.
Cool. I'll just mark Lyra as an imp for the sake of simplicity. I will mark Dave as, I don't know, Serenovus. Do you want my pick while you're here as well?
I'll come back.
Okay.
I say this with all love.
My personal position would be that the value of holding a thing that represents an accomplishment would be accomplishing the thing that it's representing, and having a replica of it somewhat defeats the point.
You know, I fully agree with that, and was absolutely on board with that with the wrestling belts, and until at WrestleMania they gave us customized side plates. So now I have side plates and no belt to put them in, and I don't know what to do.
I earn a belt, obviously.
Yeah.
Thanks for the raid, Atreides. The Atreides, as you might say.
Welcome,
Have
Raider.
to.
Just high quality jokes all over the place.
Yeah, only the best for this channel.
Yeah.
The effort is just through the roof.
Bunch of comedians.
So I've started doing something interesting in my evenings recently. I realised that sounds really dangerous, but it's actually very innocent. I found this website that's hexroll.app, and it... Yeah, Hexroll, so HEXROLL. And what it does is it takes the rules for generating a fantasy world and for generating dungeons and cities and NPCs in it from the old school RPG, Old School Essentials, which is one of my favourite tabletop RPGs. Takes all of that and basically randomly generates an entire fantasy world for you, complete with dungeons stocked with monsters and treasure, cities and towns and villages full of NPCs, all with their own personalities, and it also generates factions, so it might generate like a faction who all live in this one dungeon and their purpose is to overthrow the king or something, and it might generate like a cult who worship this foul god or whatever, and it just creates an entire fantasy world for you to run a campaign in, but also, if you want, it will present it to you in solo mode, which it hides everything except the hex that you are currently in, and then you can have your own solo tabletop RPG adventure with this app basically being the DM for most of it. You like roll up your own party of adventurers and adventure in this completely randomly generated fantasy world, and that's what I've been doing because I'm such a sad act that I am playing my own party of adventurers with an app running the campaign for me.
Nice.
Hey Ben, how much they paid you for that?
Nothing at all, but this
time.
It really does deserve some credit because it's such a cool tool. And it's a good example for why AI isn't always shit. Hello.
Hello. Who would you like to fear?
I'm gonna pick Saber Knight because he's usually cool about dying.
Saber Knight is gonna be monged. Thank you.
most ardent people in either direction, I think, would probably accept that AI has pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be like it used to be the coolest thing ever, right? Up until a few years ago. Like, if someone said that they were, working on an AI model or developing some sort of AI, your brain immediately went to either like really cool video game AI or some sort of like building robots to do cool shit or whatever. It was like, I mean, when I was at university, we had a whole module when I was doing games programming. We had a whole module on artificial intelligence where we talked about like grey goo theory and stuff like that, and it was really fascinating, cutting edge stuff. But like everything, like social media, like firearms, like every major thing, some people have just taken it and done the shittest thing they could possibly do with it. They've just made it like the grimmest, most boring version of what it could have been. It just seems, as the older I get, the more I realise that's just how everything is.
The other side of that as well is like a lot of companies that had like chatbots that are basically decision trees, even 2015, right? They've taken those and they've just slapped AI on them. So it's kind of skewed people's perception of like what AI is and be like, oh, this is shit.
I'm gonna cut in real quick just to let everyone know the fearmonger has chosen a target.
Sorry, guys.
I'm not going to complain about fearmonger.
AI fearmonger.
AI fearmonger. My fucking postal office made an AI chatbot. It's not actually AI. It doesn't hear anything. It's just like a script bot that gives you back the same bullshit that isn't what you asked it, because it's bullshit. And the customer service is so frustrating that I had to repeatedly say, please give me a human being. Your fucking robot can't help me. It doesn't understand me. It's just on a script. I was begging this AI to give me its human, please.
There was a fascinating story from probably like 15 years or so ago now, where it was a switchboard. Is switchboard the word I mean? Where like you press buttons and it sort of says pre-recorded lines.
Yeah, like a soundboard.
Soundboard. That's what. Yeah. Someone phoned a helpline, and they realised partway through that the person they were speaking to was saying the same things over and over again. And another time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I have been killed by a demon. Please find said demon. Thank you.
Is this to worship the demon or thank them or no?
Shake their hand.
Yeah.
You were the tinker.
Unfortunately, Tinker's not on the script.
Hello.
Yep.
Well, you know what I am, but I don't know what you are.
Saranovus, right now Ruth is mad about being the snake charmer.
Fantastic. I've chosen to fear Saber Knight. I actually am not someone who nominates very often. I usually let other people do it and then decide whether or not I want to vote. So for that reason, I'm probably going to sit back with this. I'm just going to leave it on Saber Knight for a while and maybe come out and nominate them at some point down the line. Saber Knight's usually pretty cool to die, so that's, yeah. All right, yeah, I guess we'll try and find some bluffs. Good luck.
All right, good luck.
I can tell you that I'm the amnesiac.
Oh, amnesiac,
also
are you?
Also not. That's
not
the
on the
second
script.
time
Okay,
I've gotten
great.
either on the script.
Okay, if you're playing along on Twitch, let's throw up a prediction. Who's gonna win, good or evil? Ding. Hello.
Ding. Hey, Ben.
What are you up for sharing?
Village Idiot.
Okay. Cool.
That's it.
Yeah, I am the Balloonists.
Oh, cool.
I'll keep what I've learned to myself for now, but if you were paying attention to my first chat of the day, it was them.
I was not, so I have no idea who it was.
Okay, well, there you go. Alright, cool. Well,
Thanks,
good luck with your idiocy.
Yay.
Shall we have a chat, Iris?
Yes.
Hello. What are you willing to share?
Well, I can share that I already know something.
Okay. Do you consider the balloonist to already know something?
No, it doesn't know shit.
I mean, it knows that there is a player in the game.
Yes, the balloonist has learned that there are people in this game. I don't.
Did you learn what you know last night?
Yes.
Okay, so you're Night Investigator, Village Idiot, Snake Charmer, Fortune Teller. Yeah, that's it. Okay, great. Well, that narrows it down. Thanks, Iris. I'll just put woke night 1. Cool. Well, I'm the balloonist.
You are the balloonist, so you know there's a player in this game.
Yeah, I do. So I know something too.
Who's in here?
I'll keep it to myself for now, but I'll tell you this: it wasn't you. And if you were paying attention at the beginning of the day, it was the person I went for a chat with.
I don't pay attention to things.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
You'll just have to call your local post office to find out which character I am.
Oh my god, the local post office. I was tearing my hair out. So bad. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Which is what I am, clearly.
Clearly.
Up for a chat? Anyone? Malashan?
Yeah, let's go. Hello.
What do you know?
I am the village idiot with a good on JC, so I'm figuring out if I'm drunk or not.
Okay, cool. I'm the balloonist.
Okay. Well, good luck not dying on the first day like our last balloonist.
Yeah, hopefully I do survive. Cool, thank you.
Good luck. Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Burns.
I'm the Fearmonger. Dave is the Serenovus. I've chosen Saberknight, but I generally don't nominate, so I probably will chill for a bit. Ruth's mad as the Ruth's mad as the Snake Charmer. What are you?
I am the Fangu.
Cool.
Dave's told me that Malachi is a plague doctor, and investigator is the last thing in Bluff. Dave will back onto farmer at some point, so you can maybe organize something between that. I'm claiming Oracle.
Okay, so I'm taking Investigator then, which is fine because I've been telling everyone I'm the balloonist. Malachi told me they're the village idiot.
Okay, cool. So potential for plague doctor.
Malashan also told me they're the village idiot, and their info is correct if they are. So, yeah.
Okay, who did they see?
JC is good apparently.
JC is good. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I will try to jump at a reasonable time, not too early, not too late.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
All right. Best luck.
Lyra.
Oh, I got pinged by Red first. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm picking up the sloppy seconds, Ben.
You're picking up the sloppy seconds?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, like, didn't you ping Lyra?
No.
But you pinged her first. Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Well, anyway, okay, sloppy seconds. What do you want to share?
You're sloppy seconds. I'm not sloppy seconons.
I'm sloppy seconds. Okay, well that's fine. I can.
A guy could never be the sloppy seconds.
Oh, God. Well, this was useful. I'm balloonist. What are you?
You're the balloonist. I'm the knight. I told you.
Fantastic. All right. Good stuff. Cheers.
The 90s will always be 10 years ago. That's just how it works.
Always.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back, everyone. Nominations will open in a couple seconds.
In another 80 years, that will be true.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Malachi.
I would like to gossip that Ruth, Iris, or Dave, one of them is the demon.
Heard, thank you. Iris.
I would like to gossip that Malachi, thank you so much, Karen, or Austin are the demon. How dare you?
Heard, thank you. Lyra.
I would like to gossip that at least 3 roles with G in their name are currently in play.
Heard, thank you. Malashan.
I would like to gossip that JC is good.
Heard, thanks. Resnora.
I would like to gossip that the outsider count has been modified.
Heard, thank you. Sabinite. Oh, okay.
I'll
JC.
wait.
I would like to gossip that either the fortune teller targeted their red herring or an outsider was targeted by the Serenovus last night would be a valid piece of savant information Raj could have given today.
Okay. And Dave B.
I will gossip the demon in play as a Fengu.
Heard, thank you.
I'd like to say that if anybody wants me to nominate anybody, I am willing to do that because I am not the fearmonger. So you will
That's
be
what
safe in my
Fearmonger would
hands.
say.
Well,
Is there a fear?
Nominations are open.
We can't
Yeah.
be sure
Yeah, no,
that a
the
minion telling you to
Fearmonger
nominate.
there was indeed a fearmonger.
I honestly don't remember.
I'm
That
in a
wasn't so
VA
bad.
good and a fortune teller, yes. So I'm probably either good or the demon. So not the fearmonger either way. If anyone wants me to make a nomination,
Yeah, JC and I are offering to do the nominations on behalf of people we're not selecting who we're nominating. That's
I'll nominate
Just
Austin.
yourself, I think.
Who is that, Sabinite?
I'll nominate Austin.
Yeah, tell us why.
Austin brought up something that reminded me of the passage of time.
Yep.
Austin.
I am good. Run the vote.
Just remember there is a Vortex on this script.
Fuck you, Ben.
What? That's like the fourth claim I've gotten.
Hey, we've eliminated a minion type though.
Malachi nominates Malachi.
Malachi nominates
No, they haven't.
Malachi.
They commit themselves drunk.
Tell us why.
If no one wants to be executed, I don't mind being.
Did you tell me the truth about what you are today, Malachi?
No.
Do we want to do this?
No.
I mean,
you clearly lied to me too, Malachi.
Malik, yeah, it doesn't matter now. I was gonna ask if it was this is sort of thing where getting you off the potential evil list is better earlier or later.
Can somebody nominate either Sabinite or Resnora for me?
Dave will
Why
nominate
those two?
Resnora.
Dave nominates Rez and Nora. Tell us why, Dave.
Defer to Iris.
I have found an identical 2 for 2, which means either they're not double claiming each other or they are. And Resnora is one half of that, and right now I'm bloodthirsty. I'm sorry.
Resnora.
I honestly can't remember what two that I gave you. But I did lie to a bunch of people today. I have the ability to prove myself in this game, so there's that.
That's not
hi-
what you told
hi,
me.
Iris.
Somebody else told me the same thing, Rez.
Well, I think that's on them then, and I don't know who it is. So
I'll nominate Sabinite.
It's Sabinite, yeah.
Then nominate Sabinite. Tell us why.
I find what Iris said interesting because I've been going around telling everyone I'm the balloonist, but I think that's probably I should just come out. I'm the investigator, and I saw either Iris or Sabinite as the Serenovus. If Sabinite's a double claim, maybe Sabinite.
I am certain I'm not in a double claim because I haven't claimed anything to anyone. Iris, I lied in my 2 for 2, but I can confirm myself.
God damn it.
Also, Raj, while I'm on the block, I'd like to gossip that the demon has been nominated today.
Heard, thank you.
is I lied in my 2 for 2, but I can confirm myself. You still being in a double claim with Resnora, because I'm pretty sure she said the exact same thing.
No, because maybe I don't know what Resnora claimed to Iris.
Sabinite is
but-
not claiming to be able to confirm himself, I don't believe.
I gave Sabinite my actual role, so only Sabinite would know if at any point he claimed my role to anyone else.
I probably claimed your role to some people, Rez.
Okay.
Iris, is there a reason why you didn't vote on it? Do you not trust the ping?
Sabanite is backing off, and I think 2 for 2 isn't the strongest info. I just went off something I saw that was odd. Because sometimes when demon bluffs are handed off, the minion and the demon ends up claiming the same 2 for 2s. That's just a thing I've seen sometimes. So I was like, Sabanite and Rez, same 2 for 2s.
Can I nominate Ben?
Okay.
Austin nominates Ben. Tell us why.
We don't have to do this, but given what Ben claimed, I think it's a decent kill, and the nom kind of felt like it might have been a fearmonger jumping on something. So, just throwing this out there.
Yeah, you can kill me if you want. Although obviously the paranoia that Austin has about my nomination, I equally have about Austin's nomination.
That's fair.
I will say I did confide in one player that I was the investigator, so they can come out and say that now if they want to. But yeah.
Yeah, you told me. You told me, yeah.
Ryan?
Unlucky.
I want Iris nominated.
I'm gonna nominate Iris after this.
I would ask that whoever said they were going to nominate me actually pass it off to their neighbor, because I'm paranoid.
Lyra would like to nominate
Malachi and I
Iris.
both want to nominate you.
I definitely did not tell her that, so I don't know where that's coming from.
Malachi and Karen wanted this. I'm not a fearmonger. Iris seems to know the inner workings of the demon and minion bluffing science, like brain stuff. I think it's shut up, my argument's flawlessly alone.
Iris?
Lyra, that's not an argument. Honey, that is not an argument. You don't want to do this.
Are you the same?
No. There's no saint.
Okay with this.
Saint Iris.
I believe it.
What would I be the saint of?
Fearmonger win, let's go!
Postal Service.
I'm kidding.
We've someone on the block. Got a bunch of noms. Count down to 5.
Like, a bunch of people are suspicious of me and wanted to push on me. It's probably not me.
Iris
not true.
Is executed. Oh, sorry, Ruth, did you have to say something?
No, I mean, I don't think I have a nomination, so
what
I
was
can't
that,
help
Ruth?
myself.
Well, I think Ruth is saying something.
I nominated myself.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Tell us why.
A, I am fearmonger paranoid. B, I am Saramad and okay to die if we wish it.
You could tie this so that I don't die because...
I am also fearmonger paranoid, so...
Because...
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess we're about to learn if Lyra's the fearmonger then.
Yeah, we are.
I'm about to be confirmed.
Unless Ruth is executed.
That would be brutal. That would be using the Serenovus to aid the good team.
Yeah, no. Not gonna happen.
Ruth is executed and dies.
Oh my god, really?
What?
Serenobus.
Iris is the Serenobus. I think it would be really kind for Raj to put the fearmonger.
Why am I the Serenovus? I didn't do anything. I did nothing.
It seemed like you had heard the investigator information but weren't, like, believing it.
No,
and then
Ben just told me that they were the investigator. I don't think he gave me his pings.
He outed the pings when he nominated Sabanite.
Yeah, but I'm in the pings, Karen.
But then, like, you would have to think that one of those two is... You would have to think that Sabanite is the Serenovus or Ben is...
So I
intoxicated.
advocate for Sabanite's death. Yeah, but that was before Ben outed the information itself.
But you didn't vote on it.
Because I wasn't sure that Sabanite was in a double claim with Rez. I wasn't sure. I was just going off what I heard.
But the accusation from Ben was the investigator pings.
Yeah, and Ben didn't tell me them beforehand. Ben can be evil.
Yes, but you still didn't. The thing is, you still didn't vote.
Ben can be evil as likely as Sabanite can be. Like, Sabanite backed off his claim and he sounded legit. I mean,
I think if Ben is evil, Ben is exactly the Serenovus.
Did you
I
hear
will
that?
not use it.
Well, I'm actually here to tell you to change your token. You are now the goblin. You are evil.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I was mad as the snake charmer.
Right. Why'd it have to be snakes?
Had enough of these
And could be the fearmonger.
Everyone loves a danger noodle.
Like setting up a fearmonger.
I could be the fearmonger. I could be the Serenovus, trying to frame someone else as the Serenovus.
You could be the knight. You could be the investigator.
What was your other ping, Ben? I'm sorry, I only heard Saber Knight.
I saw Saber Knight and Iris as the Serenovus. I think we definitely have a Serenovus. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. And the fact that Iris was saved by it doesn't look good.
Ruth, what were you?
I'll tell people in the morning / in person.
Yeah, just in case
Okay.
she gets mad at them
She
again.
could be made mad again. Yeah. Oh,
Of
sorry.
course.
Iris, did you change your avatar, by the way? Because I have trouble distinguishing you and Lyra now.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I did because it's gay month and I'm gay. So.
Oh, I love it.
I love that. What a sentence! It's gay month and I'm gay.
Yeah, I have to represent.
Are you only gay in gay month, or are you gay all year round?
No. I'm always gay, but I feel like I have to represent it during gay month, or I'm a traitor to my own cause.
All gay all the time.
Which reminds me, I need some new. Oh wait, I have.
I need some new gay. I must go to the store and get some.
Yeah, basically.
I'm all out of gay.
Top of the gay tanks.
Malachi, I sent you some messages, but I don't think you saw them.
No, I have no messages from you.
So Austin and I had this where we both noticed that we were sending each other messages like visually but couldn't see them, and we both refreshed and then we could. So I recommend refreshing.
Correct.
Can you see mine?
I will refresh.
If you think you're receiving messages you can't see, then refresh.
I still cannot see.
Can you see mine?
I can see Austin's.
I
got yours now.
I will say. Oh
God,
god, this again. Hang on,
This
this bug.
It's not letting me type. What?
What was I going to say? Yeah, I will say if Raj hasn't changed the server location, then we're still on Western Europe, which might not be preferable for all the Yanks in the game.
Are there a bunch of us?
There's you, there's Resnora and Malashan, who lives in America. There's Dave, there's Saber Knight.
Oh, there are a bunch of us. Ruth.
Yeah, there's Ruth. I think Karen. It doesn't make a great deal of difference for. It gets a lot worse for Iris although generally speaking, European continental internet is pretty good.
Yeah, it's usually fine.
What?
Yeah,
Australian internet's really bad.
Yeah, it is terrible. I remember from being over there, it's so unreliable. Yeah, that fix that I just did with the audio glitch is if you press Q and go to chat, and I think you turn off noise suppression and echo cancellation. A lot of people have been having a bug recently where they keep hearing their voice back through their headphones. I think the latest update balked the audio, which is just the joys of beta.
Oh, I thought it was my AirPods.
No, it is not your
Thanks, Ben.
AirPods. The fact that
So
you've just been
helpful.
putting up with that is mind-blowing to me because it's completely infuriating to have to deal with.
Oh, maybe it is something different then. I've got conversation awareness on my... It's off though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just hearing your voice at the exact time that you're saying it, then that's probably a feature. If it's coming through half a second to a second later, that's a bug.
Okay.
And awful
I'm
to
going
deal
to
with.
turn it back on then, because it sounds like it wasn't that.
I can no longer use the BotC app on mobile phone because it chops my audio to bits. Nobody can use the BotC app on mobile phone. It doesn't work on phones.
It does work on phones.
Definitely can.
Not really.
Save it.
It kind of does.
Can
Oh.
no one leave just yet, please? Ruth was the barber. I know this because I was the starting demon. There has been a snake charming. I am not going to out who the minions are until it's relevant so that they can continue having a fun game. It is a fine goo game. Outsiders, you might want to organise getting yourselves killed before you get jumped to. Thank you for my coming to my TED Talk.
I think you should just tell us who the minions were, Lyra, honestly.
No,
Can you tell us what the bluff? Can you tell us what the bluffs were?
I can't.
I
'cause
think
that
that-
might out them.
I think that Lara's doing a very good
I
job.
think you should. I think you should try to win the game. Otherwise, the game doesn't work very
Right,
well.
I think-
But hey, look, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
We can do a speed TB.
I'm not gonna out them just yet. Have like a
doing?
minute. Have your fun.
We have an
I don't care
active
about winning.
Serenovus in play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all. Hey Ben.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey,
what,
Ben.
What do you know?
I won't leave Jade
JC?
alone.
I mean, I trust you, Ben. I trust Save Knight too. Oh wait,
Yep.
hang on. Oh, it's Dave. Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, trust Saber Knight, so let's get Dave in here.
I just want to leave. Dave was
You
alone
need
in
me to
town
leave?
square. I figured let's throw him in. I'm the savant. I gave my info as a gossip yesterday.
Okay, I've been told that the
JC,
village idiot
attack.
saw you as good, just FYI.
Same.
What was
And
what was it, JC?
It was either the fortune teller picked their red herring on night one, or the Serenovus targeted an outsider. I'm adding Reza. Hey, Rez.
Hello.
Yeah, I believe that Ruth was probably an outsider with that break.
Yes, I would
Yeah.
agree with that. So that implies
Yeah.
the other statement is false, which means that the fortune teller didn't target a red herring night one. So, Rez, have you spoken with the fortune teller? Do you know who the person who wasn't me in the ping was? Was it Lyra?
Yes. My other ping was Lyra, and last night I checked Lyra and Karen and got another yes.
So, what? Sorry, what are you, Resnora?
Fortune teller.
Okay, cool.
Should we?
I think it's the fearmonger, Resnora.
So if Rez is telling the truth, then either Karen was the snake charmer and is now the demon, Karen's the red herring, or Lyra's lying about having been.
Wait, hang on.
I think Lyra's just Saramad.
Lyra's just Saramad, yeah. I hadn't even considered
Exactly.
that, but yeah.
So if
I
my,
think-
my information says that the
Yeah.
fortune teller didn't get their red herring, and Rez is saying she's a fortune teller with a yes between me and Lyra.
Yes. I checked Lyra and JC night one and got a yes.
Yeah.
And then Karen and Lyra last night and got a yes.
Yeah, I'm the knight. I have pings on Save Knight and Resnora. I think Resnora is probably the fearmonger putting this out.
I've heard a
I'm just
knight
gonna-
elsewhere.
I'm going to borrow.
Sure.
That's fine.
That's fascinating.
It's probably Fangu or something.
So,
Yeah, so we need to find out what outside of Ruth was.
Barber.
Bringing her in. Oh, she's Barber?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay,
that's
so
what
they probably
Lyra said.
switched things around.
Yeah, if Lyra's telling the truth.
Were you Barber?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so Lyra's probably telling the truth.
Yeah, I think Lyra is telling the truth.
Yeah.
Completely.
There's no reason she would have known that otherwise.
So yeah, if you're the barber, then Lyra must be telling the truth. If you're not the barber and are concealing it for some reason, then possibly Lyra's Saramad.
I mean, I can see Saramad, but why would you claim that you used to be the
Yeah, I
demon?
mean, basically, Ruth, you would tell us if that's what you thought was
Yeah.
happening, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I am on the good team. I am the barber. Lyra is the former demon.
Who did
Are
you
you
say
still the
barber? What did Lyra say? I wasn't really listening, so I thought she was Saramad.
Lyra was snake. Lyra was. I thought that too for a second, and then I realized she wouldn't have known I was the barber. Lyra was snake charmed last night and is not going to tell us who the minions are. Yeah.
And you're still the barber.
Yes, I remain a barber.
Okay.
What are other people?
Oh, I'm the fortune teller. I have a yes on Lyra and JC, and then another yes on Lyra and Karen.
I actually have a village idiot good on Rez, so I think I believe that. Well, that was my day one.
I mean, I'm literally saying that Sabanite and Rez are not the demon. Like, and I came out that after. Did you say
I'm
that
getting
first?
pinged
and
from
then I said
Austin,
that,
so I'm going
Rez?
to go talk to him.
I was
Oh, okay. No Austin, then, I guess.
Just because Iris gave me fortune teller and
Oh, you wanted in on this, Austin. That's why you were
100%
pinging me,
Iris
right?
is a
Yeah.
I wanted it on this.
What?
Austin,
Lyra
what are
was
you?
still-
It's not important.
I mean,
I've
I'm
told
okay.
you-
I'm
We can talk
extremely confused right now, because
Ben, let's go talk in private. I'll tell you.
yeah, okay.
Good to know.
Hello.
I am the starting engineer who became a farmer.
Okay.
What are
You're
you?
the starting engineer who became a farmer.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you already know I am. I'm the investigator.
Okay, and you said you saw Saberknight. So Iris just has to be the Cerenovus.
Yeah, yeah, probably. There's no reason for Saberknight to die in the night, so it has to be Iris.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, that explains why I changed character.
Lyra, thank you, by the way. I like having two knives.
Lyra, can you just say what you said again, please? I wasn't really paying attention the first time. Oh no,
So-
you're playing with the snake.
Austin,
Is this a town? Yeah.
do you want to tell us what you now know? Do you think it would be useful for all of us to know?
There is no longer a fearmonger. I'll tell you that. There is no longer a Cerenovus. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Engineer?
Yeah. It'll become pretty quickly pretty obvious what is or is not in play.
Did you make an organ grinder?
I guess we'll find out.
Why, Austin? Fucking why?
No,
Why'd
I
you
think
do
that's
this to me
I think that's a great move
specifically?
actually, because the organ grinder is quite easy to combat as long as we're organised about who nominates and organised about who is going to vote. Like if we talk
But
about
we
it
never
beforehand.
are.
Ben,
We
I'm
can
glad,
be.
We never are.
glad you think that. I did not make an organ grinder.
Oh crap.
Everything's open. I'll accept gossips throughout the day.
So Austin, is there any reason for you to not tell us because the evil team
Yeah,
already
I mean
know?
at this point you're gonna figure it out. It's Assassin Goblin.
Assassin Goblin, okay.
Okay, those are good.
Iris.
I'd like to gossip that there is one evil between us and JC and Ben B.
Heard, thank you. Melashan.
I would like to gossip that Karen started this game as the Snake Charmer.
Heard, thank you.
I'll nominate myself.
Tell us why.
If the fortune teller is good, I'm pretty sure I'm just the red herring. I've shared my information. I am good this game. I never switched. I still think that Iris was the starting Cerenovus. My biggest Snake Charmer candidate is JC.
I think we have a better option today, don't we?
I'd also like.
My information says Karen is not the red herring. Oh, sorry, that
I
Lyra
think-
is not the red herring.
I'd like to point out that Lyra tried to fucking mark me yesterday. So can we stop thinking we're on the same starting team?
I nominate Iris.
Okay.
Ben nominates Iris. Tell us why, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the investigator who got Saberknight or Iris, and Iris is the only one of them that's still alive. So, I kind of, yeah, I've got to kill Iris. I'm also, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I did not tell Iris that I was the investigator, yet she came out and backed me up. I told Iris that I was the balloonist, which is confusing. I don't know why Iris backed me up, or were you just mistaken or something, Iris, or was that, I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, but it's so out of left field to me that I can only react to it with suspicion.
There's no spy on this script, so there's no way I'd know you were the investigator if I wasn't mistaken. If you claim balloonist to me, that's me switching your tokens immediately as you said it, and then thinking you claimed investigator earlier.
I could believe that, to be fair.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, we'll run it.
I will say that the push on Lyra on Iris, it sounded like we were wanting to vote on Iris anyway, so I think that Lyra was just trying to be socially good that day.
Were we? I mean,
Well, I definitely wanted to kill you day one, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
damn.
it initially sounded like Lyra was just wanting to, happily vote or nominate on behalf of Malachi and Karen.
Well, as I am not Lyra's minion, I can confirm that's not what happened.
I'm going to say 10 seconds for another not. We have someone on the block.
I'm trying to fix my camera.
You've just made it so much worse.
I know, right? Sometimes that
Karen is
happens when you're trying to
executed.
blur it.
Karen died. Everyone go to sleep.
Okay, so now we can consider that the fortune teller info is either I'm the red herring or we need to kill JC.
I will say, if I'm in the world in which I'm the demon, I managed to pull a savant statement involving an outsider being made Sarah mad out of nowhere on day one.
Oh, JC, your gossip makes so much more sense now. I was very startled by it.
My gossip was my savant information.
What is your info so far, JC?
Day one was the fortune teller hit their red herring on night one, or the Serenovus chose someone who's an outsider.
So that second one's objectively true, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then yesterday's statements were that there are two outsiders neighbouring each other, or the Serenovus chose someone who's an outsider on night two as well. I've added the as well there, to be clear. Raj didn't confirm the statement.
Did Austin say he moved it away from Serenovus?
Yes.
Yes.
So the thing is, I think the info says that you and the fortune teller cannot be on the same team unless one is the drunk.
Does everyone in town know who the fortune teller is but me? Or is this still private information?
I think it was spoken about in a private chat that 6 of us were in.
Yeah.
It was there was a large group chat where that information got spread around, yeah.
So I think I have a claim for more or less everybody here except, amazingly, Iris and Saber Knight.
I mean, you can figure out what Saber Knight is, Ben, based on what we talked about.
Gossip?
It's not for me to say.
Look, I'm going to be straight with you. You can do whatever you choose, but if we really have a snake charmer here who has no bluffs at all, a former snake charmer, I think the best thing that we can do here is to figure out, is to just talk about what we are, so that they get caught out with some nonsense.
Ben, I will give you that if someone is claiming my role, I would have told somebody.
Okay, that is good to know, I guess. Hello.
Hey, a hatter has died. Would you like to change your minions?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm gonna become the pit hag. No, actually,
right.
no, scratch that. I'll stay as the goblin.
You were the goblin. You were evil. See ya.
Thank you.
Because the fortune teller got a yes on the demon and me night one.
I thought they
Your
had a
second
yes on the demon and me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you and but your info is saying that Lyra is claiming demon, so that is true info.
Yeah.
And then night two got a yes on me and Lyra.
Yeah.
So I would be the red herring.
Yeah, and my information was that the fortune teller didn't hit their red herring on the first night. So why would that make me the drunk?
I think your day two info doesn't work. I think the two outsiders neighbor each other is not a true statement.
This could be somewhat solved by another outsider just telling us they're the outsider, right?
I've got an outsider somewhere else.
So then JC's not the drunk if they're telling the truth, because Ruth's the barber.
In good game. Right?
Sorry?
Fingu game?
Oh, of course, yeah. Right, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's fair. So, and I mean, did Lyra say what demon she was?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we are looking for a drunk then.
Morning Town. Resnora has died. Austin has died.
Okay. Well, we
I
probably do
was
have an assassin.
I was the Hatter.
Oh, I thought you were the engineer.
So I saw glory and I said, "Here's my chance to become the Fangu." So I was just putting out crap. But I died at night. I was the Hatter, which is why I took the confirmed role of a player I trust, the engineer. And I was hoping to get jumped too, but alas.
Maybe you were already jumped to and jumped away.
I
Not how it works.
want to make this clear for everybody. I am not actually the fortune teller. I was in a role swap with the fortune teller. I am, however, the gambler that gambled Lyra as the snake charmer last night.
Ooh.
That is
fascinating.
But Rez, and the minions are assassin goblin.
Yeah.
Sure, but like
maybe
not if there's a
No.
Hatter that just died. Not
no,
necessarily.
right?
Austin's claiming Hatter. They might not be assassin goblin anymore.
I
mean,
hey.
Hello. Do
Hi.
you feel like saying what you are now?
I mean, I wanted to remain in a role swap I thought was a role swap, but apparently Austin's a Hatter. So that's
So
a
you're the
surprise
engineer
to me.
then?
I'm not the engineer, no.
Okay,
I'm
so-
the farmer.
You're the farmer. Have you always been the farmer?
Yes, I've always been the farmer.
Okay. Oh, that's really unfortunate for you if true, because that just makes you look even more like a minion.
I mean, I get that Lyra is telling people it's a bluff, but Lyra isn't the snake charmer. She's just making this up. Like, I'm really sorry. She is lying. Unfortunately. I'm very well aware that she's saying that my role is a bluff, but I exist and I'm gonna stand on that. You can kill me, that's all fine, but she is lying.
I mean, my Lyra lying is not really factoring into it to me. I don't know what Lyra's doing, and it's impossible to know what's going on with Lyra until later in the game. But my information is that you're Saber Knight as a minion. I mean, if you were in my position, you would be doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, no, I get why you want to advocate for my death. Again, Lyra nominated me. So there's something here that's not, like, making a lot of sense. Cool, maybe she tried to throw her Serenovus under the bus on day one for the reason that nobody else could throw me under the bus. I don't know why, as my demon, she would ever make that choice, though.
Is it
So
possible?
something here is weird.
Is it possible that what's actually happening here is Lyra has been Serenovus mad?
For days, yeah.
And there is no engineer at all.
Maybe. Again, I'm not a starting Serenovus. That's the only thing I can tell you, really. I didn't draw a minion token. I'm the farmer.
If Austin's not the engineer, says I can figure it out. Does that mean Saber Knight's the real engineer?
Maybe Sabanite is claiming engineer then. I mean, that just makes me less likely to trust him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that claim.
Oh, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Ben. I can't. I wish I could help you more.
Okay, cool. All right, well, thank you.
Bye.
Lyra pulled out, gave out a world that could also work as well.
Lara, are you still claiming Snake Charmer?
Lyra is in public chat saying yes.
Yeah, I've got it up here.
Rez could have been starting Snake Charmer that just jumped.
I think Lyra's actual silence makes this easier for me to propose to some degree, but is it possible that there has never been an engineer and that Lyra is just Saramad and the Fearmonger hasn't moved anything?
I don't think so. I think the most...
He thinks the most. He thinks more than any of us.
I think this is very likely an imp game now.
An imp game?
I don't... I don't think that Lyra comes out with that off of a guess that I'm the barber. I think that Lyra had that knowledge.
I do too, but I'm the Hatter.
that's
So is
right.
what I'm saying. I'm the Hatter. I think
And-
the Snake Charmer
Right.
turned themselves into the Imp.
I have
So-
exactly one more outsider claim on my Grim for a
Is
potential
it-
Fang jump, but I don't want to share out their information.
It can't be thank you jump because Austin died last night. and
I could have
the
been
gambler died.
assassinated. I could have been assassinated.
How? We have Fearmonger and Sarah
I'm the engineer.
No,
who
Goblin
made
Assassin.
Goblin Assassin.
You're the engineer?
Okay, you're the
Yes.
engineer, right?
That makes sense.
I claimed it because I wanted to get Fengu jumped too.
Engineer wakes first, so that does check
Wait,
out.
who is the engineer?
Saber Knight.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Saber Knight, because before you said that, my info for today made no sense at all.
Happy to help, JC.
Melishan.
Nominations open, Raj.
Sure.
Okay, I'll nominate Iris.
Tell us why.
I'm the fortune teller that was gambled by Vesnora and she survived. My information says that either Lyra has been the demon all along and is lying about it, or Iris is the demon. And so I think...
Oh, should we vote for this? Is Iris possibly the Snake Charmer?
we just have to clear Iris here.
Iris?
That's completely fine. I'm aware that there is some mistrust towards me potentially being a minion at first. Again, I don't think that's really where we should be looking. I don't think I'm the place you should be shooting right now.
Raj, do you run Chaos Hatter?
It's standard Hatter on the script.
Iris is the overwhelming favourite candidate to be the demon from my perspective.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Iris is just a minion.
I got a fortune teller yes last night on the Iris and Dave B. So that's why I'm
Nominates Dave B.
Iris nominates Dave B. Tell us why, Iris.
It is not me. I'm telling you, it's not me. If there's a fortune teller yes on Dave, then I'm gonna try to kill Dave. I don't know what he is.
Dave.
It's a weird that you got a fortune teller yes on me because I'm actually just a goblin. So.
Oh no.
That's a goblin clone.
God bless.
This is obviously a ploy. Like, this is so obviously a ploy.
Oh, I hate that no one's voting for this.
Oh, JC, messages.
We're not going to lift it.
You hate that nobody's voting for the goblin when the engineer put the goblin in play?
I don't think that Dave's the goblin at all.
One's not enough.
I can build a world where Dave's the demon, made himself the imp and can star past tonight, but I think that's solvable still.
I'm gonna count down 10.
That makes sense, JC.
Iris is executed. Iris dies. And the game is over.
Sorry, Iris.
Iris was our starting Snake Charmer who grabbed the Fangu from Lyra on night 2. We'll come back to what happened after that. Ruth was our starting Barber who broke Sarah Madness and was executed. Thought that helped the evil team a little bit more because at the time she was Sarah Mad about being the Snake Charmer. There was a really nice conversation where Ruth talked to Iris and claimed Snake Charmer to her on day 1. Had a lot of fun. Dave Buse, our starting Sarah Novus, who is now the Pit Hag. He changed when Austin the Hatter died. Dave was the Sarah Novus who then became the assassin when Saban Knight used the engineer ability to make an assassin and a goblin, which is why Ben is currently the goblin, even though he was the starting Fearmonger who had picked Saban Knight and almost got Saban Knight on the block. Resnora was our gambler who gambled Melishan correctly. Melishan who picked Lyra and JC on night 1. Lyra was the demon at the time, and she got a yes because JC was her savant, and he had the demon. And then Karen, who was the knight who was in the red herring, whose pings were Saban Knight and Resnora. And then finally, Malachi was the plague doctor who never died.
Wow. Really wish we'd killed Malachi.
Who was the Fearmonger on day 1?
It was on Saber Knight. My plan was not to nominate at all. And I thought, I'll just pick someone who's usually kind of cool with dying. and then wait a few days, because I'm not someone who, this is probably a tell for me, I'm not someone who normally nominates on day one. I'm not particularly gung-ho about killing people, because I like to let other people solve and then kind of judge their opinions and choose whether or not to vote. But then when Lyra told me that the only bluff left was Investigator, I was like, okay, well, I guess I might as well throw caution to the wind and see what I can do. And so, yeah, lied about Saber Knight and Iris being my pings, and yeah.
I thought Iris was just a Sarah Novus who was setting you up. So that when everyone voted on Iris the final day, I was like, what are we doing here? Iris is just a minion, but shows what I know.
The fortune teller information just, like, it had to be Iris or Lyra lying, and there was no way Lyra lied.
I'm not going anywhere. Unfortunately, I couldn't go anywhere quick enough to get away from your fortune teller info.
Iris, you must have known I was lying, right?
Yeah, no, I knew you were lying, but I can't out to you in case I'm wrong and being dumb. So I know you're wrong, but I don't know why you're wrong, or if you're the drunk and I'm supposed to jump to you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh,
because Malachi did out that they were the Plague Doctor, and that was like my second option. So Malachi could have ended up on our Doom team.
I was freaking out.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us, folks. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Do tune in next week when we will have our World Cup final. It's guaranteed to be epic. And yeah, we'll see you all in a little bit of time. We'll cash out those Ravens on good, and I will speak to you all in a week. Look after each other, everybody. Bye.